Good evening, once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Fail PG. As usual, I am the Mighty Mage. We have with us tonight a sleeping Boss Ross.
No, mommy, no, no.
Oh, yes, Mommy, yes. We
What?
have the Goat
Hey, what's up, everybody?
and Surge.
Can we just skip me one time, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, you're not
You're-
important.
I'm
You're in
highly not
charge of the
important.
B-roll, so if you want to skip you, you have to edit yourself out of the B-roll. I see you're thinking about it, but don't hurt yourself in the process.
No,
No.
I'm just debating if you know what? Never mind. Too simple, too simple.
Well, gentlemen, when last we left off, you had boarded the super sloop bound for Murad with a small contingent of Uruk soldiers and assassins, headed by none other than Commander Burke and Lady Atana themselves. Off to
Yay.
do your daring do, whatever that might actually be. Does anybody actually know what daring do you're planning to dare to do?
To
Uh,
go over to Murad and give those fuckers what for, once and for all, and take back the Void Stone.
Okay.
I just thought we was gonna die.
I mean, you can. I plan to kill a god and live forever.
I mean, technically, I'm going to the future. So
That's not how isekai works.
shut up. It's gonna work that way.
Wait, just asking. Your voice ain't syncing up with your voice. Is it gonna be normal when the
No, because
final?
somebody didn't take off something that he was supposed to take off right after he switches over.
Yeah,
'cause he
because
failed. Because
Yeah.
he fails.
Yeah.
Oh, stop your simpering.
Okay,
Yeah.
now you're
Yeah.
now you're synced.
He fails all the time. So just
I don't know what the problem was. I wasn't hearing anything. Dude, I just think that your bandwidth is screwed right now, which is unusual
mean-
considering the area you live in.
And he's running NASA.
Right.
Anytime you run that share screen, Surge, my machine slows down too.
Well, yours
So,
makes sense.
Not just
No,
not just-
yours makes sense. His is supposed to be like 20 times better than all of ours combined. You know he runs
True.
NASA.
I
And
don't.
then to make it worse, right? He's got the better internet bandwidth than all of us because of where he lives at. So I don't understand how he's the one having the issue. Any one of you two having that issue would have made sense to me. Me even having that issue
Yeah,
would have made
but
sense to me. But when it's
You're the
him,
only-
now
you're
I
the
gotta
only one
judge
out of
him.
sync.
Maybe you're not so great after all.
But you're
Maybe
the
your
one-
dick's not biggest this year like you thought it was.
But you're the only one out of sync, though.
I mean, nobody's out of sync on my side.
Well, you're fine now, but like there was the time you were talking and like your voice was like maybe 3/4 of a second like out
Meh.
of sync.
You gotta love Skype, ladies and gentlemen. You
Yeah.
really do. Because if you don't love it, you're gonna hate it.
Unfortunately,
I mean-
it's the only one that actually works the way I want it to work.
By the way, Surge, your audio is clipping a little bit. You might want to turn your mic's gain down just a hair.
Or maybe turn my mic back this way.
That might help too.
I don't know, say something.
No, we don't want him to say anything. Don't say anything. Don't do it. I see you thinking about it.
Oh,
Ah!
you made me think.
Anything!
Ah!
Yeah, you yell so loud it definitely.
Really, that wasn't a yell.
Let's see. Minus 20 points to Ronnie.
Wait, only 20? Hold on. Fudge. How about now?
Actually, that sounds about normal.
That sounds
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You need Leora Jenkins in there somewhere.
Oh, hold
So,
on.
y'all are on the boat. You get your chance when you actually get to the city, all right? Hold on. Y'all are on the boat.
Okay.
And Stryker, you remember the captain of your nice little sloop. It's Captain Sharp, a former acquaintance, if you will.
Okay.
Someone from one of your past lives. and he's been giving you eyes from the moment they pulled away from the dock.
Okay, hold on. Let me get into my zone. Hold on. All right, so Captain Sharp. Okay, look at me, Captain Sharp. Captain Sharp just leaning on the wheel, just like just staring a hole in Striker. I want to kill him. Can I kill him? I don't know. Can I? The payday sounds pretty good though. I kill him now. Maybe. How can I get a serpent to attack? I'm just gonna kill him. I just want to kill him. Striker looking back at him. I think he wants to kill me. I don't know what I did. I mean, I did sleep with a sister. But see, it doesn't matter what happens, Let me go say hi.
Is Ronnie visibly seeing all this?
Ronnie, you're currently surrounded by a bunch of the Uruk soldiers and cannot see what's going on between Striker and Sharp.
I look over. I said, Ronnie's really popular. So I start walking over to Captain Sharp. Captain. Striker. How you doing? What's going on? How you feeling? Hey, how's your sister? You see Captain holds onto the sword and just go, sister, huh? She's good. She's good. She's pregnant. You see Striker's face go. She is. Oh.
If it's a boy, we name Jerry. If it's a girl, it's Wendy.
Yes, name him Jared. Do it.
And I go, oh, how? So her and her boyfriend is having a baby. I never said she had a boyfriend. You don't. You know what? I think somebody's calling me. Let me just go over this way. Striker runs away.
I know a couple of mages who could tell you the sex before it's born. And if you find the right mage, they tell you whose kid it is. It's called the paternus test. Spell.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
It's from the school. It's from the magical school of Murray. That's what they get.
Captain Sharp turns and looks at Noah and just stares a deeper hole into him like, I might kill you too. But at least, don't worry about my sister's not pregnant, so you're fine. You're fine. Just wanted to scare him a little bit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? No. You know what I mean, right?
Oh no, she's pregnant.
You say she what?
Before that can go too much further, Lady Atana sweeps over and looks at you pointedly, Noel, as if she wants you to follow.
I think you need to follow her, good sir.
She arches an eyebrow at you and then continues marching towards the bow of the ship as the soldiers are getting situated. And she looks in turn to each of the group captains, Hal and Lam and Kurt and Delrin. And Burke is already up at the bow of the ship, close to where Ronnie is. And Striker, where are you heading to get away from Sharp?
Before that happens, all you hear from Captain Sharp is go, all right, left side, pick it up. Right side, don't you dare start slacking. And then all you're seeing is just Striker go, y'all better pick it up. I can't believe this. I might be a father. Oh my God. My own little litter. And I look up and I see Lady Atana walking and Noah walking. I was like, I guess I'll just follow them. And I look at Ronnie and I say, ooh, she would make a good stepmother. Not to mine, but to somebody's kids. Good Lord help them. But she made good stuff. So I start following them, just like, hey, let's go. And I look back at Sharp and go, you see Sharp going, this is standing back. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. And I think he owes me money too. Might get some money and kill him at the same time. I wonder would that reduce my pay.
Kill him and take his money.
I mean, he could just knock him overboard. Accidents happens on the sea. Striker looks back again. And it's like, yeah, I might knock him over.
You said they all went to the bow, right?
Yeah, everybody except Captain Sharp.
Okay.
Heading towards the bow. Now, I didn't hear if Noel's actually going to follow her or not. All she did was look at him.
Well, I guess out of courtesy, I guess that's my job. So I don't stay too close.
I mean, he's a courteous guy.
Sure, courteous.
Noel's the man.
Sure, yeah, courteous. That's a word I use to describe Noel in another dimension. And where is Ronnie again? You said. Where
surrounded by a bunch of men
again when she was surrounded by all these soldiers?
Close to the bow of the ship.
Okay, so she sees this this partition of people coming through.
Yeah, they're basically walking towards you down the narrow aisle between the banks of oarsmen.
All right. And the soldiers that Ronnie is surrounded by, anybody she knows in particular, or
no? The ones that Ronnie knows are like the group captains. So Hal, Cade, Lem, Cade isn't a group captain, but Hal, Lem, Delrin, and Kurt, and they are all sort of like falling out from the gaggle of soldiers towards Atana to follow her towards the prow of the ship.
And as they're passing by, I'm assuming there's no interaction there between me or Atana.
Well, she glances at you as she passes you, as if inviting you to follow. Inviting or maybe commanding.
Yeah, Ronnie just kind of shrugs her shoulders and follows through.
She stops at the bow of the ship, just past the last bank of oars, and ahead of the first mast, and turns back to face everybody, and clasps her hands behind her back, and looks at Stryker and at Noel primarily. So, what is your plan then?
Quite honestly, Priestess, we're just winging as we go.
She looks at you for a moment, Noel, and raises an eyebrow. I always do appreciate your directness, Corporal, but I would hope we would have a more concrete plan than winging it as we go.
Hey, Stryker, you got a plan?
Well, since we were there before, we kind of remember the layout, and there is a tunnel that leads underneath to the Assassins, Guild Hall. I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna stop there first before they take that little stone to whoever, So.
Well, Priestess, we're gonna be traveling for a while, so we can make a plan while we're traveling.
Ronnie kind of raises her hands. How much time does it take us to get from here to Marad? Anyone?
The captain tell me that his ship will make the journey in 3 days.
Oh, crap. That thing's not going to be at no Assassin's Guild.
Whoever took out our blockade most likely has at least a week of lead on us.
So then that thing could be gone and we might never know where it could be at. Unless we go back to the guy that sent us on the quest before. What's his name? Mr. Fruity. I forgot his name. The Fruity Man.
Fruity Man. Did he have outrageous hat and clothes?
Yeah, he was more like flamboyant. Yeah, kind of like, yeah.
A flamboyant. And did he have a Nepurian accent. I do not know how to mimic.
It was more like it's like a little high. I can't get that high, so they give you that hi, something like that. Kind of goes into it. I can't.
I do not know this man.
Well, I think he was speaking. He was in the pork thing. I remember that. Yeah, it could be the same guy. Like I said, I'm not good at voices either, so you know. But he was very stern, very big, and he seemed to like me for some reason. I don't know why. It was very weird.
Like you as like a friend?
I don't know. He
You
what did he say?
notice the minute that you say he liked you, Ronnie raises an eyebrow and slowly just covers her face as if she was chuckling.
Atana also kind of raises an eyebrow. He liked you. Okay.
Yeah, I guess he likes. I guess he liked my spunk. I guess I should say.
Oh, he'd like
yeah.
to see your spunk, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like what? Nose like what's that supposed to mean?
Don't worry, no, your wife knows what I'm talking about.
But he was he throws a lot of parties. You know.
Parties.
Yep.
He throws parties and wears flamboyant clothes.
Yep.
That could be Kibao. He is the high priest of Amun in Marad. He and I do not get on very well.
That's his name, Kiba Thingy, whatever his name is.
Is he very strange?
Caleb. That's what they said. Caleb, right? Caleb.
Strange is a word to describe him, yes.
Oh.
The flamboyance extends beyond just his clothes.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Beyond
You say, this man is the one who sent you to retrieve this stone. When I sent you to the city to take a look at that scroll.
He sent me, me and Noel, because I found him. Did you know he tried to hide in a barrel? You know, that's another story. So,
Hey, that would have worked if I did it right. That would have worked.
You know what?
I have no where that go.
Sure,
I have
it
no
would
regret.
You know what?
so
Off of that, I'm just gonna let that go. Because at first I was gonna ask if I could flip a coin to have a haunting reminder of something that Keyball said for Striker. But you know what? Him remembering the Noel thing is 20 times better than what I was gonna do. So yeah.
he. So when I came here to describe get the scroll, yes, and then he found me with it. Then he wanted to know what it said, but then he knew the symbol was something, and that would let me to the Assassin's Guild. Would let me to. Ronnie, what was the other guy? Well, Mr. Yao. What was his name again?
And you see Ronnie smirk drop, and she just kind of grips her hands. Tiamat. And I hope Deus gives him everything that he's got coming.
Which lead us to here. So it's a trickle effect, I should say.
So, who has this void stone?
As of right now,
guess it was one of the assassins, so most likely it's probably, if what he's saying makes sense, to the keyball guy, I guess, right?
That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't know. It just there's too many people at play here.
Kibao is a priest, not an assassin. I doubt very much the lead assassin of Marad would willingly give a stone away
he's
to
dead.
him. Dead?
Oh, I killed that fucker.
That would be quite a concern. If he were dead, then
the lead assassin? No, I thought you killed the captain of the assassins, not the actual the head guy of the assassins. Or was it the head guy?
Ronnie never met the head guy of the.
Oh yeah, very head.
Okay, so you killed the captain.
Yeah.
Huh.
His right hand or his left hand, whatever he chooses to use them for.
They're both gone now, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
The way those other ones regarded the guy, I could have swore he was much higher than that.
I mean, he probably was the original guy that was there with the other guy, you know. Everybody was scared of him. I mean, I wasn't scared of him.
Yeah, sure you weren't.
No, shut up. You were scared of him.
So, you think it is likely one of these assassins has the stone? And if
But
not one of them, High Priest Kibao.
if you're saying he's a priest, I mean, he might not have it, but it is a good place to start.
Kibao is a powerful word shaper, rival at least to me in skill.
Oh,
If he got his hands on the stone, it would be bad news for many people.
mm.
Sounds like we should find him, cut his hands off, and then his head after.
I would not lose any sleep over it if he was liberated from his hands.
That's all you had to say, priestess.
And you just see Ronnie just smirk.
I don't know why me and her smirk at the same time. We just see the grins go.
Oh,
Been a
we're
while
gonna
since
we're gonna off some fools. That sounds fun.
It's like, what happened to this group? What happened, man? We went through a hard life,
Well,
man.
Give me a 12 side for perception, Mr. Stryker.
I got a 3.
Oh, okay. Yep. You guys are all raring to go. And Atana nods. Kibao is highest among the priests in Marad. His temple of Amun is the largest in the palace district, if I recall. You know how to get to the palace district once we land.
I am pretty sure. I mean, I was dragged there, but I'm pretty sure I know the way.
Good.
Well, they made me walk, but it was kind of creepy. They just stayed next to me the whole time. One dude liked to touch my shoulder. It was kind of creepy.
I begin to wonder if it was the people there who were creepy or you were just being creepy around them. But that is neither here nor there.
Who knows?
Knowing him, it's probably the latter.
There's a ladder? Where's the ladder? I understand what you were saying. I'm just trying to lighten the mood here. Ish.
We do not have the forces with us to take on the entire city guards, especially if they do have this weapon. How do you suppose them to get into the city?
Then please allow me to start our march forward.
But you're gonna take the city guard on single-handed, girl.
At the very least, give them a big enough distraction.
I mean, she is pretty crazy.
Okay, Ronnie. I know you're feeling yourself, but that seems very unrealistic. Let's try a back.
And I go, what about a big explosion? Hey, no, you want me to teach you something real quick?
Oh, you know what? That'll be a great distraction. Let's do this.
And Atana kind of squints suspiciously at the two of you. What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Even Ronnie's puzzled, just kind of stare. I don't
You
know
spilled
what chicanery you two are up to, but I swear, if you do something else to make something else go tits up around here.
I mean, he'll explode very well. I mean, he'll help something explode very well.
What? I don't.
And we're rubbing our hands like this. We're rubbing our hands like this.
You're wanting to use some of that explosive powder we confiscated from the raiders. And
Yes.
she looks to Burke, and Burke kind of shrugs. We did bring 5 kegs of this powder with us. It is in the cargo
We
hold.
should just need one. As long as we place it at the right position, we can probably cause enough distraction to, go around the other way.
Those barrels are not light. It would take at least 2 men to put them into position. Where would you place them?
Ronnie walks down and goes, "Where exactly are the barrels?"
And she gestures down, presumably below decks.
Ronnie's going down to go find one of these barrels to see if she can actually lift it on her own.
All right. While Ronnie's doing that, Atana looks expectantly at Noel and Stryker. Where would you place one of these things?
I'll say, let's see, if you come in, when you come to the docks, you have the long road that goes straight up. If we place it right there, and then we take the alleyways that we use to get around, we might cause enough people to come down straight down the path, and we just sneak around through the sides.
An interesting plan.
Oh, sounds like a plan.
And we won't use the barrel that Noel tried to hide in.
Okay, rub in my face. I still think it was a good plan. Just the execution wasn't good.
That could work, actually. In Marad, the buildings closest to the docks are all warehouses. If we set one or two of these barrels near the warehouses, it would set several of them on fire. That would certainly get the guards' attention.
Especially if it's like a clothing one. Highly flammable.
They don't advertise their contents, but we could get lucky. Ronnie, you go below decks, and the cargo hold of this vessel is much, much smaller than either of the two other vessels you've been on, given the nature of the ship is for speed rather than carrying cargo. But that does make it easy for you to find the large barrels with strange red markings painted on them that probably are not water barrels. Roll me a 12 side to see if you can pick one up.
First of all, let me move all these out of the way. Okay, so that is 7 plus 5. That is... I just drew a blank. What did I just say?
7 plus 5?
Oh, thank you.
So 12?
Yeah, 12. So dirty.
Okay.
12.
Yeah.
I literally blanked on what I just said.
That's what happens when you don't sleep.
I'm sorry.
You stoop down and try to wrap your arms around the barrel. It's too big around for you to get your hands all the way around it. So you mess with it a little bit more. Eventually, you're able to like tip it forward towards you and hoist the thing up and get your hands underneath it. You are able to carry this thing. You have to carry it out in front of you with both hands, and it is heavy. You won't be able to move fast with this thing. But you can carry one by yourself.
Ronnie kind of walks around with it for a little bit, just trying to get a feel for carrying it the proper way, so that way maybe it doesn't slow her down as much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good training, young one.
Yeah.
Well, we'll let you do that for a while. Actually, let me think about this. Roll 100 side for me, and then we'll come back up to Stryker and Noel. Atana
That is a 58.
is pacing back and forth on the deck a little bit as she's thinking about this. We have 5 group captains, myself and Burke. We could, no, is it 5 or 4? Now I have to think about that.
So you said Hal, Lem, Kurt, Dowrin.
4 group captains. We have 4 group captains plus.
Because I was going
Burke
to say, I don't think you said anything about Cade, right? I don't think you mentioned Cade.
It isn't a captain.
Okay, I didn't think
He's
so.
in the group, but he isn't a captain.
Why is this going on? All you hear from Captain Shot is switch. You see people rotate out to keep rowing.
I mean, I guess technically wouldn't Noel count as a captain, though? So that would make 5?
That would make 5. And she does pause for a moment and turns and looks at Noel. Corporal Noel.
Yes.
You be wanting to lead a group of men on this detachment.
Oh. That sounds great. Man, when's the last time I've been in the lead? I'm reminiscing.
And Burke
Since you left your wife home.
cringes a little bit and says, "It's been a while, but all right."
See, Burke believes in me.
Very good. Then we have enough soldiers for each group captain to have 4 men with him. And we'll have 3 assassins in 2 groups to boot.
Sounds
The
like a plan.
question is, should we stay together as one group or split up in different directions when we first land?
Split up.
I would say probably split up into at least 2 groups. Maybe 3, depending on how the explosion happens.
I say 3. If one of the groups get caught, we still have, And if we get caught, we just say, we're the only ones here.
Mm-hmm. Very well.
Please don't let no get caught. Please don't let no get caught.
I
Whoa,
will
what is
lead
that
one
supposed to mean?
detachment with
Nothing.
2 group
Nothing.
captains. Burke will lead a detachment with 2 group captains, and Ronnie will take the remaining group captain to plant the explosives for the distraction.
Sounds like a plan.
So, in case this is the part where we go back to Ronnie, I rolled a 58.
I heard you,
So,
and
as a reminder.
you walk back and forth a little bit with it. It does not get any easier to carry that thing.
And Ronnie's just like, okay, this is what we're going to practice to do the entire ride there. I want this thing to not get in my way.
All
She
right.
just plants the thing back where it was and makes her way back up topside.
As you come back up topside, Itana glances at you. You can't tell if her look is approving or disapproving or simply considering. But she says, "Congratulations. You will be among the group to take the explosives to plant them for the distraction."
Even better. Now my whole thing will come in handy then. Those things, I understand why you think it takes 2 people to carry. I just got finished hoisting one up by myself. It's not undoable, but it makes it harder for me, of all people, to move with it. That's a lot of weight. I'll be practicing on carrying it by myself the rest of the ride. If you need me, I'll be the lower deck.
We have 3 days before we arrive. I suggest everyone get ready. Practice is good. Rest is also good. And with that, she sort of claps her hands as if to dismiss everybody.
All right, let's plan this, guys.
Ronnie kind of looks at Noel. I'll be there in a minute. If you don't mind, I'd like some time to talk with Burke and Lady Atana.
All right.
And as Ronnie says that, Hal kind of comes up behind you, Noel, and claps you on the back. "No, congratulations, man! It's been a while since you had a command, huh?"
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
I think
well,
last time. Yeah, I think I was. Wow. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
has it been since the last stone incident? I don't remember if you've had one since then.
Yeah, I think that was the last time I commanded.
Oh, long time. Hey, well, good on you, man. You're moving up in the world. You're going to make sergeant before you know it.
Right. I can't wait to tell my wife.
Oh, yeah, sure. And he kind of glances around at a couple of other guards.
You see one of the soldiers just kind of do one of these. It's like,
all work knows. All the work.
You see Striker go.
I'm sure she'll be very proud, buddy. I'm sure she'll be very proud.
My wife's been passing around those delicious cookies, man. I can't wait.
oh yeah, I've had your wife's
Oh
cookies.
yeah, I tasted those cookies before.
Everybody knows those cookies are delicious, man. all the guards look forward to those cookies, man. I tell you what.
one guard's like, no unknowingly knows how all of us taste like. He's like, what? He just make
and Hal's just like, we don't talk about that around Noel. Noel's our buddy, all right? No, come on, let me get you a drink. I think they've got some grog stored away below. Come on.
I'm like, oh yeah, well, for sure, why not?
Hey, you got to stock up, man. You got that drunken sword technique to put to use.
Yeah, that's true.
Roll faster.
Hilarious.
Oh crap! So
So, Striker, what are you doing now to pass the time?
I am going to see. Is the water choppy right now, or is it kind of like mellow?
Not any more than usual. It's not
Okay.
exactly smooth, but it's not rough.
Okay, so I'm going. This will probably be a perfect time to do some target practicing, just in case if I have to quickly shoot something and hopefully hit it.
Maybe train your magic.
I can't use my magic as much, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have it connected on your bow. Actually, no, you can't. You have it on your bow now.
It is on the bow. But see, we never established how many times I can actually use it.
Well, we sort of did, but we talked about the magic system a really long time ago.
Yeah, no.
Basically, I have you roll 100 side when you're trying to do spells, and then there's a cost associated with the spell you're trying to do. And if the cost is higher than what you get on the 100 side roll, you get a point of corruption. But if it's lower than that, the spell works out without a hitch and there's no ill effects.
So there you go.
So you have to be judicious with the scope of the spells that you use, or you might go batshit insane like the assassins who grabbed the Void Stone.
Yeah, because technically his magic is the Void Stone magic, so that
makes
sense.
It seems to be.
So I go, all right, so this is what I'm going to do. For every 10 shots, I'm only going, the last shot I'm going to do for the 10 will be with the magic. That way, I don't use up everything. And I go, damn, I need to borrow some extra arrows. And I look back at Captain Sharp and I go, this is going to suck.
Hi, friend.
So I start walking over and I go, okay, just be nice, be cordial. Don't make her want to kill you because I know she. I said she. Goddamn, his sister want to kill me probably. But he does it. So let's just. Hey, I'm so flustered right now. Okay, get it together, man. Get it together. And I'm like, Dad, this would be the perfect time. I have somebody else to chime in. But okay, whatever. No, nothing. Now you don't want to chime in. Now you don't want to chime in. But the most important is,
hey man, the GM has spoken. I can't do anything.
Okay, so
he's enjoying the suffering.
So Captain Shot sees Striker just talking while he's on his way over here, and goes, just one little push. It's gonna take. It's one little push. You know what? We'll wait till after the mission. I'm gonna be nice to him for right now, just until I know that the world is not in danger. And then when the world is not in danger, because if he doesn't die, I'm going to kill him anyway. So either way, it's a win-win for me. All right. All right. So, I'm sitting there traveling. All right, guys, let's go. Come on. Row. Should we drop the sails? Not yet.
We're rowing, man. We're rowing as hard as we can.
And then I go to the soldiers. I was like, soldiers, y'all can help out too. We don't rest on this boat.
What?
Oh, drat.
If you're not a captain or a part of the planning team, get on the oar and let's go.
Great deal of grumbling. Captain Sharp, roll me a 12 side for intimidation.
12 side for intimidation? I gotta use it. Feels weird not using metal dice.
Oh, he's rolling polys.
And roll it with advantage, I think, because you are the captain of this boat.
Okay, first one is 9.
Mm-hmm.
And both of them were 9.
That's a little freaky.
Wow.
Wait, roll one more, see if you get a third 9.
No, he's going to jinx it. He's going to break the universe.
Nope, I got a 3.
3, okay.
Close enough.
3 is a factor of 9. Oh, no.
I win.
Yeah, there's a lot of grumbling and a few plaintive looks to Burke amongst the soldiers, but Burke just gazes back and cocks an eyebrow as if to ask, what, you think I'm going to help you get out of this? And so after there's some additional grumbling, they all do join the oarsmen at the banks of oars, and you do get a little tiny pickup in speed.
Let's do this, guys. If you want to beat our record time, let's go.
I don't want to beat our record time.
You stay on the oar for an extra hour.
Oh.
Man, why you open your mouth?
Y'all talking over there?
No, sir.
So then, all right. So Striker's coming up. Dun, dun, dun. Captain Sharp. Striker. Would you have any extra arrows that I could borrow? Possibly just to help with the mission. It doesn't have to be brand new ones. It could be old ones. It could be semi-damaged ones. I'll take anything that you have. In the back of my head, I'm just going, arrows, huh? Went straight through his neck would definitely help me. And I go, you, sailor, over there, come here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Despite my intuition to say no, we count on an important mission. Go down below and find our old arrows that we're not using right now. The more
yes,
damage, the better.
yes, sir. As you say. Turns and smartly dashes down to the hold. A few minutes of rummaging around. And after a few minutes, he comes up with a small bundle in his arms of the shittiest, naughtiest, raggediest arrows you may have ever seen. Some of them look like they were just like tree branches that weren't even like the bark shaved off or anything. And they just put some feathers on them and called them good. They're so good or silly looking. And most of them don't have tips. A few of them, the tips that they do have are rusty. And he just sort of holds them up. These are the worst ones we have, as you ordered, Captain.
Thank you. Sit him down at his feet.
He drops the arrows at your feet, Striker.
Striker looks down and goes, I used worst.
Wait, what happened to all those nice arrows you bought?
You think I'm gonna use them? So as Striker says, I use words. Yeah, the shot goes. What'd you say, Captain? Just take them, go to the opposite end of my ship, and try not to hit anybody. No promises. Picks up the bundle and goes to the other side of the ship.
As you get back to the bow, Burke puts a hand on your shoulder as you're passing him, gives you a sort of sidelong glance. No, seriously, don't hit anybody.
And I look at Burke and I go, no promises?
And he just glares at you for a moment and then stalks off.
As I go up to the bow of the ship, make a little makeshift little target, just a little bit of fabric, whatever, sit laying around. Step back, and I go, let's just have some practice. Let's first try the first 3 shots to get a groove of the waves.
All right. While you're getting set up for that, Ronnie, you had wanted to talk to Burke and Atana?
Correct.
Well, now's your chance.
So, as everybody kind of dispersed and everything, she kind of takes a seat on the, I'm assuming because we were at the bow at the time before he did his whole bit. She kind of sits on one of the corners, just, first of all, how was everyone after we left? Last time I remember, you guys were dealing with quite the fire.
And Atana arches an eyebrow. You are referring to the bandits that were harassing Lagash?
I'm referring to the ship that came in on fire when I was leaving.
Oh, that. Some men were saved, and the ship, unfortunately, burned to the waterline.
Shame.
But such is war.
Not too many casualties, I hope.
Fewer than half the crew.
I'm relieved. How have things been since we've been gone?
Until the blockade was smashed to pieces, it had been fairly quiet. It seems that you had done considerable damage to the bandits that were harassing the city.
Just hope we did enough. Speaking of the blockade, had it still been standing, I was going to ask you to bring it down.
I would not have.
There's a reason I would have asked. You see, after doing some traveling around with these two, I noticed that the blockade was doing more harm than good.
Harm to whom?
You ever been to Kish?
Of course. My last visit was just a few months ago.
Well, your blockade made things much rougher for those people. They couldn't get food or supplies. A lot of people starving.
And you think I don't know this?
I understand that you wish to keep Murad at a specific length, and as well you should have after everything that's transpired. However, there probably could have been a better way to do that without others having to suffer too. Don't you think?
And Tana looks at you for a moment. I had not taken you for a diplomat.
I'm not. But the one thing I've always tried to be is a decent person.
Sometimes, when you are a leader of people, you don't have the option to be decent to everyone. You have to choose whose people will see you as decent and whose people will see you as a villain. Someone will always see you as a villain.
I mean, she's not wrong though.
Yeah. And Ronnie kind of takes a moment and ponders on what Atana says. Much like your people to our people, I suppose that makes a lot of sense. But much like you and I, it only takes one conversation.
Tana shakes her head for a moment, gazes out over the river, and heaves a little bit of a sigh. My last visit to Kish was to talk with the king and the head council about the situation with Marad and Lagash. Kish is quite friendly with Lagash and was very friendly with the original council of Lagash that we replace. So you can understand that when we find out the council of Lagash were corrupted and stealing from their own people, we realized that the people of Kish were in the same position. I tried a diplomatic route with the leaders of Kish, but they have no interest in dealing with me. And that gentleman you referred to, Tiamat, he makes things no easier. So I set up the blockade as soon as Lagash were under our control to increase the pressure on the leaders of Kish. In a few more months, the people would have made them see the right path. And then there would have been no need for bloodshed or an invasion like we did with Lagash.
I wonder about that. You mentioned Tiamat. That means you knew of him, and you knew about him since the beginning. Isn't it strange how somebody like him holds so much more power? You figure I'd heard his name throughout the entire time I was there, but never once a mention of a council. Makes you wonder who's truly in power.
It does it not?
Just promise me you'll do something for those poor people, including the kids. That place is filled with orphans, running the streets.
She fixes you with a hard gaze, and you can see some conviction spring up into her eyes. Believe me, Ronnie, if we are successful with our campaign in Marad, and we take this weapon from them before they can use it to harm the world, I will make things right with the people of Kish. Etana Perrin always pay her debts.
Good to hear. And don't worry about the campaign. I hate to say it, but even though I'm still mad at him, somehow Stryker always seems to get us through, and Noel is always a good hand to have in situations like this.
Please say I heard
They
that.
infuriate me to no end.
You're having your conversation with the captain during all of this, Stryker, so unfortunately now.
Come on.
Etana returns her gaze to the river again. I hope you are right about that. I suppose we will find out soon enough.
Well, worst case scenario, you've got me as your spearhead.
And we do with that. Noel, you're over with your buddy Hal, and Lem and Kurt have joined you. And you guys went below, and sure enough, as luck would have it, you found yourselves a crate marked with some rather strong-looking ale. And there's a couple of dozen bottles in this crate.
Hey guys, you want to see something cool?
Well, yeah, sure. What do you want to show us, man? And Hal's like, wait a minute, you want to ask that question to him?
He's like, give me a ball of that stuff.
Right, I suppose one bottle wouldn't go unnoticed, or wouldn't go amiss. Here you go.
And I uncork it and start. I just drink half the bottle. I go, hey, what's this? And I pull out my double hand. So I was like, whoa! They're like, whoa!
Hey, what are you doing? We're in the cargo hold, you fool!
It's like this new style. This new style I learned.
All right. Why don't we go topside, right, where there's more room, and you can show us up there, right?
Yeah, sure. And then I'm like, kind of like, like, oh man, they just didn't kick it. Oh man, this thing hits fast. Oh, what is that stuff?
And one of the guys looks at the crate a little more closely, and then all the color like drains from his face. Guys, this is Commander Burke's personal store. I don't know.
Whatever. I take his stuff all the time. Let's go up. Let's talk.
They're all looking at each other like, what?
Oh man. Please tell me that's the fire whiskey. Please tell me that's the fire whiskey.
It's hard to tell, but I mean it's good stuff. Whatever it is.
I would have been in the dungeon years ago if I actually got in trouble for this stuff.
Hal actually looks to some of the compatriots like he has actually been in the dungeon a couple of times, but they always let him back out.
They always say things like it was for your own good, and you gotta you gotta appreciate people's things. I'm like, I was gonna give it back.
Your problem, buddy, is that you appreciate other people's things a little too much.
Aren't we
much like your wife?
We die together and we use each other's shit.
Can't argue with the man. He's got a point. Oh, whatever. Come on, buddy. Come topside and show us this thing, and maybe try not to cut anybody's.
And I'm dragging the sword on the floor. I'm making like cut marks on it.
Come on. Floor. Oh, I swear we can't take you anywhere nice.
You just mentioned a famous quote from them two boys called the Bad Boys. They ride together, they die together.
and use each other's shit. Dude, there was a piece of the quote missing. Yeah, that was the result.
Yeah. You guys managed to get topside. By this point, you've like finished the bottle, and you're already starting to get pretty tingly, pretty good. Feeling great.
Is that what they call it nowadays? Tingly.
Yeah, tingly. Yeah. It's good stuff. You're feeling like you can conquer the world. There is a little bit of space towards the stern of the ship, just next to the captain and the tiller, where there aren't people in the way who might get beheaded if you start swinging your sword around.
Yeah, let's go somewhere, with no one around.
That's as far as or as close as you're going to get to a place with nobody around.
Okay, well, I'm pretty accurate. Let me show you my sweet.
Everybody backs up a couple steps.
Let me show you my sweet moves, and they're like, and I like stance like, whoa, he's not wobbling anymore.
And all you hear is Captain Sharp is, if you damage my ship, that sword is going somewhere where the sun does not shine, and then I'm just going to take it for my own.
Does that mean decorative cuts on the wood floor?
You said what now?
Oh, nothing.
I was like, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. It's just hypothetical, I'm sure.
I see it's just Captain Sharp turn the wheel a little bit slightly. I'm having a day right now. Don't push it.
Come on. When do I ever push you? Come on. And I look at him seriously. I'm like,
I just look at Noah and just go. And it has been a while since you've been on my ship, but I remember that one time.
That one? Come on, you still mad at that?
You ended up in my jail.
Well, you're just that, you're just that way that day,
Don't damage my ship. And all you hear, he turns back around and goes, switch! Wait, hey, you two. I ain't tell y'all the two. Y'all still got another hour of rowing. That's more like it. And I'm looking for Striker. I was like, what is he doing?
See him up at the bow of the ship with his little bow, setting up what looks like a cloth target right at the very front.
Oh, ain't that cute? He thinks he's an archer still.
So Noel, are you gonna demonstrate your wondrous powers of the drunken sword?
Yeah, I get in stance, and then I start doing a bunch of cool stuff. Like, whoa, wow, how does he do that drunk? Like, what? He was a stumbling mess like 2 seconds ago. What happened?
Give me 100 side.
Do
you think I was going to let you just do this without a check?
Yes. Uh-oh. I got 87.
87.
My ship.
You start whirling around with the sword, and everybody around's like, whoa, how's he doing that? It's like he doesn't have a bone in his body. And you do a couple of fancy whirls, and then you notice how people are sort of like watching you all gobsmacked. And yeah. And to show off just a little bit more, you start spinning the sword with two hands. But then as you're bringing it through the end of your spin, it actually cuts into the railing and clean through the railing and into the deck.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Where's Ronnie and Atana as this is happening?
You guys are closer to the bow. You can't really see exactly what's going on.
Hey, someone put a box.
We just see that everybody's like gathered up for some reason.
Yeah.
What do I have to roll?
So you see that clear as day, Captain.
Oh, good.
Oh, he sees it all.
You're right.
I mean, you're basically right in front of the man. That actually makes sense.
Oh right, I forgot the positioning.
As I'm looking at Striker and say, "Oh, he's cute," and I said, "Oh, it sounds like he's doing pretty good. He ain't gonna damage my ship. Maybe he won't." All I hear is, I go, "I'm not gonna turn around. If I turn around, I'm gonna kill him." But then the tension is like, I turn halfway just to peek out of the peripheral, and I go, "I'm just gonna face forward. Just gonna face forward."
I was like, "Oh, don't worry about that. I'm slightly out of practice." I'm like, "Hey, let me get a little. I'll drink a little more of that stuff."
And
As
Can I roll it?
look at each other, like, I don't know.
As soon as I hear that, I go,
Let me roll again for
You.
to resume practice.
"You."
Let me do it. Come on, let me roll again.
Yeah, you can go ahead and resume practicing, and I'll make you roll again to see if you take some other part of the ship out.
Okay.
If you do that, I swear.
Oh, I got a decent score. I got 38 that time.
Okay,
God
yeah.
damn it.
This time, as you're whirling around and doing the tricks, you stay a little less focused on the crowd watching you, a little more focused on what you're actually doing, and manage not to take any more parts of the ship out.
Okay.
As he doing this, I go, "Couch," I go, "Not bad. I'm still gonna kill you. You owe me at least 20 gold for this right here. Just want you to know that. Remember that. You might be drunk, but you're gonna owe me 20 gold.
Hey man, you need remodeling anyway. You know what I'm saying? I did you a favor.
30 gold.
Oh, that's harsh. Sold it to the ship.
30 gold. You got anything else to say?"
Plus 10 for disrespect. I love it.
Come on, you know I didn't mean it like that. You're acting like a woman. That's what...
Oh.
Well, Noel, it was nice knowing you.
So, as he says, I'm acting like a woman. I said, huh. Wife didn't say that. 50 gold.
Well, I didn't hear you, huh? And I walk away. I said, I don't hear you.
And I go, "You guys, he owes me 50 gold."
And Hal's just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I just remembered. Commander."
I grab Hal and I go, "Hal, come here.
I'm going to sleep.
Make sure you tell him 50 gold, and maybe I won't fuck.
Yes,
Please his wife better than he can." I mean, you already know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
But you know that his wife wouldn't tell him that, and he'd be oblivious anyway. That's not a threat to him.
I know. I just wanted to say it.
Oh, okay. Well,
50
that's
gold.
a given.
And 5 gold from you.
What? I didn't do anything.
You gave him the drink.
It was just a crate there. I mean, I didn't see who. Yes, Captain.
And I let him go, and I go, "Make sure you get my money." What'd you say?
Nothing, Captain.
Man.
The captain said, "What? You know what the funny thing is? You know what it is? You know what's so funny? He actually thinks he's getting it."
And I go,
So now
I think they're gonna make it back from the trip.
So while they're joking about that, I have a question. Just thinking about everything that's been said during this whole no part. So if Stryker was setting up at the bow and me and Atana are still at the bow, do we actually see Stryker doing this?
So you guys finished your conversation right as Stryker was coming up to get set up.
Okay.
We're doing things a little bit out of order here, but now you're all kind of caught up to the same point. Like Stryker's now at the bow. You finished your conversation with Atana, and Noel's taking a bite out of the ship.
Nice.
Okay,
So we do see
switch
him
back
setting
to
up.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, switch it back to Stryker now. Okay.
Well, let me ask you this: do you want to continue on with a couple more of these rounds of shenanigans, or do you want to time skip to arrival at Murad?
One more
One more round?
One
Because he
round
wants
of
to do
it.
his practice shots. I get that. And
Yeah,
at the very least, while we're skipping, I want to at least roll to see if Ronnie gets better with carrying the keg by herself.
All right. Goat, you wanting to do another round as well after Striker does his little practice thing?
Yeah,
Or are you wanting to time skip after that?
I'm gonna do a little round.
Okay.
He wants to die. He wants the captain. That's what
He wants to take another bite out of the ship. All right, Striker, your target's set up. You can't stand too far away from it. The lead mast of the three is only about, what am I going to say here, 10, 20 paces away from the very bow of the ship, which isn't a long bow shot for any stretch of the imagination.
No, but with the choppy waters and still a little.
You do have like the movement and stuff.
Yeah, so if I can't hit it close, I can't hit it far away. Let's do this. So I take one of at least the decent ones. Still
Right.
semi pretty good.
Give me a 20 side.
It's a little rough. 20. I grabbed the 12.
Yeah, 20 for attack rolls.
All right, so
attack roll.
I line
That's
up.
better.
I line up and I pull it back. I said, okay. It's a little. Get it straight. And that is. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. 20.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Natty 20. All right, then. With your +5 as well on top of that. You fire off this crooked arrow.
Oh wait, we already suggested that when it's time to hit people, I can't never hit people, but I can hit everything else.
You can hit everything else.
Because you're not stressed out and you're not panicking, so you just go bam. You don't work well under pressure. That's probably what the problem is.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the program where Boss Ross is going to run out all of his good rolls on the dice before we get into combat, and then he's just going to have shit rolls for the rest of the night.
Yep. Oh, and he's going to take us down with him because he usually always absorbs all the luck in doing this.
And so all the luck is going to go into target practice now. So you let loose your arrow, and true enough, because it's a short distance and a decent target, and the arrow isn't the worst of the bundle that was given to you, it flies true and lands squarely smack dab in the center of what you were considering the bullseye.
Okay. Oh. Huh. Okay. Huh. And I was sitting there just looking at myself. I'm like, huh. Hey, let's try this. Let's try this again. Let me get the worst one. Let's see. Let's try this. Okay. So I look for the worst one. I grabbed the worst one. As soon as I picked it up, it looked like it's about to fall off. Like it just wrapped up with like little string and stuff to stay together. I said, if I can hit the center with this piece of crap, my third shot, I'm just going straight for the power shot and I'm just done. So I line up. So it's just like the water's just moving. I take a deep breath.
Loose!
And since it's so broken, I got a 9.
9 +5 with your attack modifier.
That's 14.
You loose this arrow, and kind of as you expected, with it being already sort of half broken and mended, the arrow just sort of snaps as the bowstring tries to fling it forward. The pieces spin off away from your bow and actually part neatly on either side of the target.
I'm like, that's kind of. I like.
Wait, hold on. You said they parted way.
Really hard.
Oh wait, you said it parted way on either side of the target, right?
Either side of the target. So statistically, he hit it.
How? Okay. I was going to say, how far out did it sputter off?
Not that far.
Okay.
Not that far. Not far enough to hit Ronnie, if that's what you were hoping for.
Or Atana, because I was more concerned about it hitting Atana and then him getting flummed.
Hey, y'all behind me. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all behind me. Now, one of the rows, I don't know. All right, okay. So that one sucked. All right, you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's channel a little bit of power. Not so much to destroy everything, but just enough to see if I can put a hole through it.
All right.
We're going to try not to make it explode.
But because this is your enchanted bow, I'm not going to make you roll to see if you get corrupted from using the power, because it's already sort of imbued in the bow and you're just harnessing it.
Yeah.
But you do still need to do an attack roll for your arrow.
Yep. So I grab, another decent one. Not too bad, not too dang. Still a little rickety, but we're gonna see how this works. I line up, channel just enough power into it, just so it doesn't explode, but just enough to right through.
Okay.
So I take a deep breath and I say, control my power, control the power.
I might make you roll for the control part of it, because we did talk about it being somewhat unpredictable.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah, that'll be 100 side. So roll the 20 side first for your attack roll, and then give me 100 side to see if you can control the flow.
Well, that was a 1.
Ooh.
So please don't hit a 6. Wait, do I got the right one?
Please don't hit near Atana. I think I'd rather the Sea Serpent at this point than Atana.
You said 100 side. Oh, okay. That is a 4.
Okay. So you got the control, just not the aim this time.
so it just goes.
You draw back and you aim at this thing, and you start focusing on channeling the energy into the bow, and the bow starts to crackle and sizzle, and little streamers of electricity start running up and down the bowstring. And your hair starts to poof out a little bit from static charge. Ronnie, you feel your hair poof out a little bit from static charge.
Please tell me the arrow just go.
Ronnie slowly kind of turns her head.
Itana whips her head around to look at Stryker, her eyes going wide, this not being something she expected from him.
Ronnie, equally wide-eyed. When did that bastard?
And before you can get any more out, Stryker, you loose the arrow, which streaks forward in a concentrated bolt of pure lightning and just disintegrates before it hits the target.
So I go, I got this, shoot. And I'm looking at it, I was like, it's gonna hit straight. The fuck?
Oh, that's amazing, Stryker. You shot it so fast it just it couldn't take the speed and just.
But that's not what it's supposed to. It was supposed to hit straight through the tongue.
Oh, hey man, people flex in different ways.
I mean, it was one of the worst arrows. So I mean, if I use a good one, it might last at least long enough to hit and then explode.
Itana cautiously steps up around sort of to your right and behind you, looking at you as if she's never seen you before.
And Ronnie...
And where did you learn to do that?
Ronnie doesn't gently do anything. She marches straight over to him and pulls out her hand out.
Yo, chill.
You had better explain how you just did that without the Void Stone.
So remember when I held the Void Stone? Apparently
Yes.
it transferred some of his dark energy into me. And I had someone train me to harness it, but it was kind of dangerous to me. So what I did was...
When did you have time for that?
When we were...
And at this point, Itana just kind of goes, oh, goddess be praised.
And I'm like, dark energy. That's what my wife says during foreplay. You get it? Dark energy. Yeah.
All you hear is all the everybody go, yeah, you know it.
Wait, how do you guys know about that?
Everybody just kind of...
You told us, remember, man?
Yeah.
When you were drunk that one time when we were all having that party. You remember the one.
Right. Right. Oh, never mind. Oh, okay. Yeah, of course.
I go back and go, so when you was looking for, I guess, your dragon scales, I kind of had somebody train me. I made good explosion, but it was kind of harmful to me. So I had him help me channel it into at least something that won't kill me, but help. So it's in the bowstring.
You got training from Mbasu.
Yeah.
Obawa?
But old fool.
He look, I didn't explode. He was actually kind of shocked. First he had me use...
He has reputation for killing nearly 100 students per year.
That's all?
That's all that's brave enough to go to him. He is batshit insane.
Oh. I mean, he helped me use a wooden stick to cut a chair that he didn't like that from his ex-wife or something. It and it. I mean, but so what we did is so that I won't die and explode. I channel it into the bow, and I can sometimes control it, sometimes not. But apparently, it was enough control, but a little bit too much control, I should say, or uncontrolled. Well, I mean, you saw what happened. Want me try again?
I suggest you do not do that while we are on the boat. Consider what might happen if you lost control and set the sails on fire.
You're right. And I look back at Captain Sharp and go, and I go back to this like, yeah, I don't think yeah. I see Captain Shark go. You see Captain Shark just see something go flutter and just go. You know what? I don't think I want to kill him. He might kill me. Unless I kill him first before he uses that power on me, but I don't know. It's just sitting there, you see a whole bunch of just things going through the head. Just go.
This complicates things.
Like, where did you learn? But last time I met him, he was a scrawny little pussy. But he controls power like that. Wrong.
Well, Ronnie, it's over to you now.
Ronnie kind of just stares at Stryker.
What?
You had better not be lying to me again.
I would never lie to you.
Oh, really?
Okay, it was just one time that I slept with his wife. It was just one time, you know.
Ronnie rolls her eyes. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how you lied to my face when I asked you if you took the Void Stone the first time.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about.
See her visibly get upset, and then she just stows her hand away and goes, you know what? I'm going back below. I'm going back to training myself on how to lift this bird. And just storms off.
I'll just keep practicing my shots without the power.
And Atana, her gaze sort of shifts between you, Stryker, and Ronnie as she storms off. And then back to you, Stryker. You know you blew it there. And then she just turns and walks away.
Yay, Atana.
Ouch. And I know she'll never love me.
Not if you keep doing that, she says over her shoulder.
I'm just gonna go back to practicing. You just see me go.
and all of your attempts thereafter are scattered all over the target or miss entirely because you're too busy being upset over it. Oh, poor lonely boy. Hey there, lonely boy.
I say, you know what? If I get good, maybe I'll still have a chance. And I go, yeah, let's go. And I pull back as hard as I can and just let one.
Wait, can now this be the time where he gets interrupted?
Sure. You wanna flip for a haunting?
Actually, yes. I'll just let him do it. Go ahead. I don't even have to flip.
All right. I'll allow it one time.
In that moment, geez, you got told off by 2 females in 1 second. That's got to be a new record.
No, my record is about 5.
Oh, well then, excuse me. Also, hey, don't I remember that Cabal guy calling Atana a queen bitch or something? How close are their relationship?
Okay. Oh, wait. She can't hear. Yes. It is very true.
You know.
Fortunately for you, Atana does not have the psycho powers that the Oracle does.
Indeed. Also, if you're going to keep pissing Ronnie off, if I were you, I'd be careful. She might kill you.
If only.
Oh, if that's what you're aiming for, then by all means. I don't care either way. I get to sit back and watch.
So then I just, you know what? Watch this. And I
miss.
I ain't even shoot yet. Shut up. And I take one shots at the and I let it fly.
All right, give us a 20 side. Roni, give us another 100 side for your training as you go below.
Oh, that was 100 times better. 27.
Okay.
6.
6. Yeah, you say, watch this, and you pull back the whole way and let it go. And the arrow that you picked is one of the ones that was curved slightly, and it curves completely around the target and zooms off into the river somewhere.
See?
Roll 100 side to see if you hit a sea serpent.
You serious?
You know what?
Yeah, I'm serious.
While that's happening, I might as well get this line out.
Wow.
See, you're completely unfocused, and you're riled up, and you're emotional. Wow. You're actually worse than your usual self. This is hysterical. The only thing that can make this better is if you hit a sea serpent and get another one of those going.
All right, let's have it. It must have been good.
97.
He actually did.
Wow, that's amazing. Wait, hold on.
And you know what? This is the first time Ronnie's not around for this. Well, second time.
Surge. Goat was talking. What'd you say, Goat?
Maybe it's upside down. Maybe it's just 60. Never mind. Yeah.
That was pure conjecture and hope.
And now this giant sea serpent rears up and just eats the whole boat. That's the end of the game, guys. Campaign's over.
Oh.
I knew it.
Oh no, I'll be a very forgiving GM this one time, and it does stick into something, but it's not a sea serpent. It's just a really oversized trout. Unfortunately for you, it's too far away for you to actually retrieve said trout and have it for dinner. So,
dang it. See, I should have tied a rope to it.
And as soon as you say I should have tied a rope to it, all you hear is, what rope?
Ain't you supposed to be gone? Get away. Shoot.
That's enough of Surge now. Noel, we're over to you now. So
nice.
Had your moment. You saw a little bit of this commotion going on at the front of the ship. Didn't get to see all of it exactly, but you did see the nice bright flash that suggested Stryker was using his fancy pants magic.
Oh man, I wonder if he had he got a hold of it. Oh well, I better practice. I better keep practicing. So I stopped practicing on my drunken sword and I start practicing on my spear.
Okay, you're gonna switch over to the spear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does have that new spear now. I keep forgetting.
You get a lot of surprised oohs and ahs when you pull out this scale-tipped spear.
You like it, huh? And I start doing a bunch of fancy stuff with it. Wait, do I have to roll for that? Because I'm pretty skilled with the thing.
Yeah, with the spear, no, you don't need to roll for that.
Okay.
It's just the drunken sword and it being close quarters.
Yeah.
And he's still drunk though. What's with the spear?
He is a little drunk still, but he is good enough with the spear. But I'm not going to make him roll for that.
Oh, that would have been so hilarious. Impale.
Wait. What you should make him roll for is if he's actually doing cool moves or if he's actually doing goofy stuff and everybody's having a good laugh. That's something you should make him roll for. He is still drunk. That's the only reason why I say it.
For the moment, you're doing some fancy stuff, and people seem to be more enthralled by the fancy spear. And Cade is actually at the front of the group, kind of bouncing up and down. Oh, that's a really cool spear! That's a really cool spear! Where'd you get that? Huh? How'd you get that? Oh, can I have one? Huh? Do you have one? Where can I get one of this? Huh?
Oh no! See, this is specially made.
Oh, specially made. Who made it? I can get one made. Yeah. What do you need for that?
I start flexing. Look at the craftsmanship.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. Where do I get one of these things, man? Where do I get one of these things?
When you're really good someday and you have enough gold, you'll get one yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna try real hard and I'm gonna save every copper that I make.
Yeah, you do that. Hey, man, you what? Hey, put this apple in your head. I want to show you some tricks.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Don't you do that to my cane?
Captain Sharp hears that and he says, "Oh, no,
all right. You can be. Okay. This party pooper of a captain. Oh, don't worry.
Let me see that
find something
spear. Let me see that spear."
And I pass it to him.
You grab it and I go, It's really nice craftsmanship. Spin one time. Little light for me. Catch real fast.
Give me a flow side for Dex to see if you can actually catch the thing when he throws it back at you.
Really? Well, what do you want me to roll? What do you want me to roll?
12 side.
12 side for Dex.
Oh man.
I got an 8. There you go.
Okay.
Oh.
That's good enough. You just managed to grab it. Otherwise, it might have gone skittering off the side of the boat.
I would have jumped. I would have jumped out for it.
Damn straight. That's a nice spear.
I said, if you want to hit an apple, don't put it on somebody's head. Put it on top of that barrel or something.
All right, I was trying to show him that I had
not that barrel, the other barrel, that one over there.
That's a powder keg.
You know what? Go put it on top of Striker's head.
Oh yeah, Captain.
Hey, Striker! Let me show you something.
I'm practicing. I'm gonna get the girl at the end of this.
Wait,
the girl or a girl or Noel's wife?
Yes.
Oh, don't worry,
She's
Striker.
supposed to be
You'll find that somebody someday. Look,
I am still rolling. I'm not getting yelled at today.
Hey, Captain. This one said he don't want to roll anymore.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said, sir. That's not what I said.
Oh yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said, huh?
No, sir. No, sir.
And I vouch for him. Like, he didn't say that, Captain.
Yes, they did.
Who said that?
You mother.
He was sneezing. He went, "Hiss it." That's what he said.
So you know what? Just keep rowing. You're almost done with your time.
Thank you, Captain.
One more outburst. You're rowing for the next 2 days.
Hey,
yes, Captain.
Tired people can't row fast, so that's like punishing everybody just to punish somebody.
Do you want to row?
No, I'm above that.
You just see the guy roll and just kind of stop.
And you see Captain. You see a Captain Shaw's face and go, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, really.
The only person that is not allowed to row is Lady Atana.
Well,
oh, really? I think it includes you.
Oh no, I can row anytime I want to. These people, my people know, right, guys?
Sir, yes, sir.
Like,
yes, sir. Yeah.
I said, right, guys.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know what? I got something special for you, Noel.
Uh-oh.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Come stand here next to me real quick. I want you to steer the ship for me.
Hey, I only did this once and I wasn't too good at it.
Oh, no,
You're a professional.
I think you'll be fine.
All right. Any tippers?
No, just you crashed my ship. That spear is going through your neck.
If you can hit me.
Oh, I can hit you.
Sassy Noel. Gotta love Sassy Noel.
All right, I'll I'll live up to your challenge.
Okay.
Do I have to roll something for this? I'll probably have to roll something for this.
Yeah, give me 100 side to see
Oh, okay.
if you can steer without hitting any rocks.
All right.
And no. Why? Why is this happening?
All right, wait. I'll make sure this is extra lucky. All right.
He says as he's looking away.
All right. 41.
I will say you don't hit any rocks. But
That's
the
good.
movements are definitely not smooth. And Stryker, as you're trying to continue practicing, you find the ship's lurching left and right rather abruptly. It's hard for you to like keep your footing.
From Stryker said, "This is the challenge that I wanted." Yes. And I got
your success rate has like plummeted since this started.
That's right, Stryker. Your target is not stationary. He's always moving.
That's right, no. And as soon as he hears Stryker and No having fun, and he's like, she's Captain Shaw goes, "Get the hell off my goddamn move! Go shouldn't kill them both. I'm like, kill them all."
The whole of the 3 days passes like this, with these kinds of shenanigans going on constantly. Ronnie, with regular daily practice of hauling the keg around, you do eventually work your way up to the point of being able to walk and even jog a little bit with the keg, but you're not going to be able to do much better than that. It's just too big and awkward to like be able to hold it one-handed or anything like that. But at least you'll be able to like run in with the troops and run back out if need be.
That's all she wants.
Stryker, you run through the store of arrows on the first day, and with an abysmal success rating of only about 1 in 5. Most of that due to Noel's terrible steering and your emotional state. But you don't set the ship on fire with any more haphazard lightning strikes, so that's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Noel, the captain keeps a close eye on you, so you're not able to sneak back down and get any more of that really good ale and do drunken sword practicing, but you do get in some regular sword practice and spear practice.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Did he let me just steer the ship again? I'm like, oh, that's pretty fun.
I think I'm going to leave that up to Sharp, but I'm going to guess after the first time when he actually ended up enjoying it, he decided that wasn't what he wanted.
Oh, you're no fun, man. You thought I was going to fail, and when I didn't, you became a hater. All right, I understand.
You almost crashed my ship.
Wait, all right. Did I crash your ship?
I stopped you before you did.
But answer my question. Did I crash the ship?
How bad would it be if I kill you right now?
Come on, you love me too much for you to do that.
Oh man.
I mean, you remind me of my mother.
See, exactly. See, I know you must love your mother, so you must find me very endearing.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
Still don't know how your wife still messes with you.
Huh? Oh,
Nothing.
yeah, of course
Nothing.
she does.
What? I didn't say nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why wouldn't she? Like, look at me.
Look at you. Yeah, I see you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm. You know what? I might take a visit tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, you have to tell her in advance because those cookies she makes are like any other stuff. Oh man.
Yeah, she has some amazing cookies. I mean, yeah, I heard about those cookies. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, man. Like the whole fleet knows what about it.
Yeah.
Boy, do we?
Yeah, yeah. Cookies.
See, like exactly. See, oh man.
She makes good cake too.
Delicious. Oh yeah. Food's
I mean, I'm fond of her pie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you had her pie? Oh man. Man, I'm a lucky man.
Yeah. We're all lucky men. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. This we all have something to be thankful for.
Yep. That you all do. Noel's wife is the most popular woman in all of Uruk.
So,
exactly. Like, well, just look at her.
well, since Striker ran out of his arrows, the damaged arrows in the beginning, then he just started practicing some sword play. You know what I'm saying? Grab one of the guards and say, "Here, take this, practice." So this during the time. Arrows first day, second day was sword play, third day probably just like meditating, trying to focus more on trying to control the power going through his bow without exploding.
Nice. Ronnie basically just did barrel training and basic exercise in between barrel training, with maybe a little bit of sleep and eating on the side.
Sure.
I might make Stryker roll a 100 side to see if any of his meditations set the ship on fire.
I mean, wouldn't be me if I didn't.
Yeah. Roll me a 100 side. Let's see if he set the ship on fire.
All right, guys, are you ready for fireworks?
God, I hate you.
Man, come on. 8 off from 69. God damn. 61.
Not quite bad enough that you set the ship on fire. Although, I will say one of your meditation sessions does set a small bundle of rope near you smoking for a few minutes, but then it snuffs itself out. Nobody else seems to have noticed.
There you go. You go. It's like, God dang, I could have took that rope and used it.
Well, it's part of the rope being used to set the sails, so it wasn't exactly like lying loose.
Oh, you see, it's just a push.
You taking this rope? You cutting then taking the rope?
Like, they're not good. Now I'm tossing it overboard. You know, I go, let's cut the burn off part and go click. Just drop it off overboard.
You guys go on, carry on these shenanigans for the full 3 days. By the evening of the third day, sun's low on the horizon when the western watchtower comes into view on the port side riverbank. You remember that being pretty close to the city, Stryker, from your previous trip up the river. There's a low sort of smoke haze in the distance that you remember from the city as well. And after another couple of hours where the sun is just barely still above the horizon, the city comes into view.
So, we're back here again.
Ronnie kind of sitting up topside, looks around at all the soldiers. Question. Are they all still in uniform?
Yep. I mean, they're all in armor. And the sigil of Uruk is emblazoned on the armor, and they're wearing Uruk colors.
And immediately Ronnie turns around and looks at Burke. You know, I thought you would be smarter than this.
Gee, we had so much time to prepare alternative armor and disguises for 26 men.
Couldn't we have just grabbed some rags to throw over top of your armor to make it look like crew?
Oh, sure. Rags that fits over armor and isn't the least bit suspicious. Trust me, girl, this isn't my first time doing one of these operations. The key is to not get close enough that anybody notices.
All right, I'll sit back and watch you work, and if I'm impressed, your first 10 rounds of drinks when we get back will be on me.
He does look to Stryker and Noel and to Atana, and then steps forward to the port side rail, the bow of the ship, pulls out a small looking glass, peers at the city. He stands there for a couple minutes, and then hollers back to Captain Sharp, "Reef your sails. Bring us to a stop."
Immediately, Ronnie looks back at him. How bad is it?
And he hands you the spyglass. See for yourself.
Ronnie takes the spyglass and takes a look through.
So, you have not been to Murad, as I recall.
Correct.
It's a large city, more than 3 times the size of Lagash. Comparable at least to Kish, maybe even a bit larger. but much more orderly and organized. And the pier side, the harbor, if you will, is at least as large, if not larger, than the one at Kish. And you can see it is jam-packed with ships, most of which look like war galleys.
Well then. And she hands the spyglass back to Burke.
Burke actually passes it to Stryker. Stryker, give me a 12 side on perception.
12 side coming up. And Jesus Christ, that's a 3.
A 3. You note the ships, and that got a lot of ships, and you don't know what any of the ships are, but there's a lot of ships.
There's a lot of ships here. Yeah. Okay.
And then you notice some glimmering and gleaming in the late evening sun. And focusing your spyglass on that, you see on the wharf, all along the wharf, are tiny little points of bright light, something shiny reflecting sunlight. Lots and lots and lots of them.
I'll go. Why does that look familiar?
And the glass to know, you idiot.
All right.
Hold on. I look again. No, you should know what this is. Hand it to him.
Noel, give me a 12 side for perception.
I got 3.
Dang.
3. And you look in there and you also see a bunch of ships and a whole bunch of these little points of gleaming light.
I'm just
Can't
sitting
make out
there.
any more than that.
I'm just sitting there. Oh, hold on, let me do this first. Captain Shot. You said halt. Everybody halt. Raise the sails. Everybody came to a complete stop. I go, what is it?
You gotta want to take a look at this, Captain.
Yeah, Captain Sharp probably wants to take a look at it.
Come
Captain Sharp
on.
has his own spyglass.
I go, all right, give me a second. Pull out a nice one, like nice and shiny. I'm like, oh, that's yours? Okay.
All right, and what am I doing here? Sharp, you pull up your spyglass and take a look at the city. And hopefully y'all can see my screen now.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
And you can see that the docks are jam-packed with ships, most of them war galleys, comparable in size to most of the Uruk war galleys, bigger and more dangerous than the ship you're currently commanding. You are, after all, just running a sloop, which is made for speed, not for fighting. Several of the ships moored at the dockside have rams at their prows, probably boarding vessels. They're not ships that you would want to tangle with in the current vessel that you have, even if you weren't outnumbered 50 to 1. And you also notice a whole bunch of these little gleaming spots of light on the dockside, and focusing in and squinting with all your might, you can just about resolve men in shiny suits. Hundreds and hundreds of them.
Who did y'all piss off?
Yeah,
Wow.
good question.
They look like they're fixing to do an invasion. If I was a betting man, Burke kind of folds his arms.
Hey,
We might be able to sneak in around the left or rightmost docks if we're cautious. I would say the center of the city is not going to be a pleasant place.
I say maybe the left side. Looks like it's mostly nobody over there.
You still want to do this in the warehouses? Because now I'm wondering if maybe part of the mission should also become to maybe take down some of those ships with the powder kegs too.
Lady Atana, steps forward. She's taken the time to don all of the armor that you got for her, Ronnie, and she's actually quite resplendent. But she also has, in addition to the battle arraignment, a sort of banner on very short poles that stick up just to about her head height, with the symbol of her goddess emblazoned on it, a brilliant 7-point star. And she nods at your suggestion, Ronnie. Set in a blaze among their ships would be a most excellent distraction. And they be crowded so close together, the fire would most likely spread amongst several of the vessels.
If we're going to make this work, we're going to need to really distract those hundreds of men. And as soon as Ronnie starts thinking about it, she looks over her shoulders. Hey, Lem. Cade.
Yeah?
You think you two could get on those vessels if there's enough space and opportunity for you? To plant at least a keg per vessel.
Well, let's see. Cade's a little bit too small to carry one of those kegs. If you're coming with us, you can carry one, and then...
No. You two carry them together. 1 keg per vessel.
We only have 5 kegs.
And Ronnie starts kind of looking, kind of squint again to see if she can remember the count for the vessels. Shit.
There's a lot of them.
Shit, we would be short. But if we spread them out, the blast from these kegs, judging by the stuff that I dealt with when it was in smaller quantities, you remember the explosion from that, right, Lem?
I wish I could forget that.
I'm expecting these kegs to do something much bigger. If we place at least one in the middle of every 3 ships, it should at least be able to take down 3 ships in a row.
Well, we might be able to do that, but I think
might not get all of them.
To carry enough of. We only have enough men to carry like 3 kegs at a time.
That should be plenty.
Well, if we can get in and out without being noticed, we might be able to pull it off. I wouldn't want to be caught carrying those things, though. We'd be fodder for archers.
I got an idea.
No, what's up?
Let's pretend we're merchants carrying a barrel filled with merchandise.
That's an interesting idea.
Except
might be able to pull it off.
Armor.
What if we took the armor off?
Everyone except... And then Ronnie looks over Noel's armor for a second, remembering that he'd got new armor and doesn't have the sigils.
That's true. Noel's the only one wearing armor that doesn't have the Uruk sigils. Only one of the Uruk soldiers who doesn't have Uruk sigils on it.
And then
I could just be a merchant guard or something.
Exactly. Striker, come here.
Come on over.
You are going to be very well hidden in your new outfit. And nobody's ever seen me. No, we might have to put something over your head. They've seen your face, I'm sure.
One thing. And I point to my hair.
Shit. She takes a moment and thinks.
I mean, I could put my hood on, but if it falls off. Unless I clip the hood onto my head. And...
Captain Sharp, was it?
Aye.
Do you have anything that might make it a little bit easier for us to pull this off?
And I go, kind of just start smiling. I mean, I always wanted to put somebody's head in some tar. Oh, yeah, Striker go, not again. Not again.
Well, we've done it once already. Couldn't hurt to do it again. Come on.
No. I'd rather cut my hair off.
Ronnie starts grabbing her hand axe. Well, if you insist.
And I run to the tar and go, yeah.
Hana just sort of nods as Stryker runs off to dunk his head in the tar. So, you really do have him wrapped around your finger.
I don't know about that, but...
This is me coming out. hair. But this time I take the tar with 2 hands and just goes, I'm keeping at least one streak.
If you insist.
Thank you.
She looks over at Noel. We need something on your head.
Like what?
Captain, you have any helms without sigils?
Captain, roll me a. Actually, no. I need somebody to flip a coin.
Ah, come on.
I got a coin right here.
Oh,
all right. Goat, flip me a coin. Heads. The captain does indeed have a helm without a sigil.
Okay. Heads.
All right. Captain, you've got a kind of moldy old leather one stuffed in the hold down somewhere.
Give me a sec. Hey, boy, go downstairs, right in the corner. You know where we keep all the stuff. Go bring me that helmet.
Yes, Captain. Right away, Captain. A moment later, the deckhand comes back up with this moldering old helmet.
Yeah, that's the one. We don't have time to clean it, so I mean, there you
have to do. And then Ron
presents it to you, Noel.
I guess that's passable. Looks kind of low class though.
Ronnie looks at you. We don't have time for fancy stuff.
Well, I don't know. We're supposed to be merchant. Is it supposed to be like
just tell him you ran out of money to get it fixed.
Spend it all on your spear.
Tell him it's an arrow.
Yeah, tell him that your great grandmother wore it in the first war.
Sure. And she looks around at everybody else. Captain, do you have anything that we could maybe make everyone look like ship hands with?
Not really.
All right.
We didn't have plenty of time to grab stuff like usually does.
And Ronnie kind of looks around. She looks at Atana for a moment and realizing that Atana is way too decked out in garments with her goddess sigil and everything else. It's like, no, that's not
I'll be
work.
back. Go to the bathroom real quick.
Good. So
she kind of looks at Captain Sharp, and Captain Sharp's current armor, or is he even wearing armor right now? Actually,
he's not wearing armor at the moment.
Not wearing armor.
Does he have any sigils on his outfit?
Of course. Actually, do I?
I leave that up to you, Captain. You're not part of the raiding party. You're just staying with the ship.
But before you say that, I'm taking my looking glass to do a quick glance against the whole shoreline to see if there's any way that we can sneak people on. So I'm doing perception of that.
Give me a 12 side.
And in Burke's armor, I'm pretty sure, because Burke has like over the top armor, I'm pretty sure the sigil of Uru is on there. Right?
Whoops! I rolled the wrong die. Hold on.
Yeah, 12 side. It isn't what I'd say over the top. It's not as flashy as Atana's. It's very practical and functional, but it is like a full set of plate. And yes, the Uruk sigil is emblazoned across the chest.
10.
All right. He also has a helm with a little bit of a plume on it to identify him as an officer, so his men can see him in combat. So he does kind of stand out. Captain Sharp, you pull up your scope. Give me a second here. I got to do a little tomfoolery.
It wouldn't be us if you did. That's what I meant to ask. Did this ship has any smaller ships attached to it?
No.
I didn't think so. I was trying to think. So, because I
like
know the ship ain't. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not for something this small.
That's what I'm saying. I know it ain't big, but maybe one.
Like if we had like a war barge, yeah. But since this thing's supposed to be smaller than this is like I guess you call it like an interceptor almost.
Yeah, it's an interceptor or a sloop or something like that.
So
relatively small. Okay.
Actually,
let's
it could
see.
work to our advantage.
Come on, computer, work with me here.
Oh, my back is killing me.
Okay, let's try this dance again.
Oh.
There we go. And
Uh-huh.
Captain Sharp, this is what you see along the docks of Murad.
Okay. So let me see. I can see a couple little people there. Wonder if so like I said the first time, maybe if we go to the far left, we might be able to dock, semi-dock. All the armor people stay below as much as you can. We can have a few people without the flashy armor start taking barrels off.
You're thinking like over here,
Yeah.
along this pier,
Yep.
offload over here. The
Oh,
soldiers are
I
like
see what
over
you're
here and
saying.
here.
We load into the ships and then make it look like once the explosions go off, then have them come off the ship. Yeah, no, that's a pretty good plan. I like
Yeah.
that.
Make it seem like we're like delivering, the goods. As a,
Katana actually turns to you, Striker, and nods with approval, impressed. Make it so. And she snaps her fingers and gestures for the soldiers to follow her below decks so that they're all out of sight.
And as Atana's heading by, Ronnie places her hand on her shoulder. Like I said, every so often.
and I go, it wasn't even my idea. It was Captain Sharp's. But I'll take it. Captain Sharp goes, you bitch. You slide dog. I knew I liked something about you. I'm still gonna kill you, but I like something about you. What did I?
All right.
I gave you credit. Whatever. Let's do this.
So, Captain Sharp, you ready to
All
start
right.
maneuvering your craft into the danger zone?
All right. So, all right. All y'all soldiers, y'all down below. All right. All right, fellas.
Danger zone.
Take your time. Don't look suspicious. And let's just let's make it home alive to Noah's wife. Let's go. Roll.
Yeah, right. I'm like, yeah, them cookies, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, if we're showing that map, maybe I should actually switch this into our thing here. If we're going to be going by this from the duration.
You probably should be. And it's not this one we're going to be using, it's this one we're going to be using.
All you hear is everybody go, yeah, Noah's wife cookies. Start rolling toward the top.
So, Captain Sharp, roll me 100 side to see if you can pass the sentries on the wharf.
There's this one and this one. All right. That is a 55.
Good enough. You start rowing in, and there's an open spot on the leftmost dock, and you start pulling up to that, smooth and clean, just like any other trade merchant. You notice there are a couple of merchant vessels on this side of the wharf, so it doesn't really look all that suspicious that you're here. You slide right on in. There's a guard and a customs man waiting on the dock as your men start to throw the mooring lines and haul out the gangplank.
Good day, sir.
Oh, where are you bound from?
From yonder over, it's long drive, long row, I should say. Look at my men; they look so tired. Whew.
They do look tired. Yeah, you guys must have a rough trip, I take it. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, you see what's going on. We trying to hurry up. We trying to get to going. We trying to go.
Name of the ship and your cargo.
See, now I gotta make up a name because I can't have the actual. And I go, Should I just, for some reason, and I just like, you know, what was the name of that ship that got rid of us? The Prancing Pony, the Dainty Prince. What was that thing again? The Silver something. I don't know. It's a new ship. We just got. I didn't name it yet. You know. Hey.
The customs officer gives you a kind of suspicious look at that.
What? We do got some precious cargo, if you know what I mean.
Oh no, I don't know what you mean.
Oh,
State
give me
your cargo.
Give me 1 second. Hey, boy, go bring up that bottle for me of the good stuff.
Oh, aye, Captain. And the deckhand runs below, and then quickly comes back up with one of those bottles of that real fine Lagashi fire whiskey in here.
I got a couple of these and a couple barrels full of them too.
Oh, liquor stuff. All right, liquor Harlow. All right, the duties station is just down the pier here, and then a block or two on the right. Big sign, can't miss it. If you're giving your crew shore leave, make sure that they stop by the guardhouse at Gate 3 on the eastern shore for admission through to the city. Anybody caught in the city without permission slip will be interred and not returned to its ship until he's been processed, so don't screw up.
You hear that, guys?
Understood.
City's under a state of heightened alert due to the pending invasion, so stay out of trouble.
Invasion? Oh, I can't wait for this. Yeah.
Right. Welcome to Murad. He puts his clipboard away and stalks off to another ship where a couple of people are getting a little too carousing with some barrels of ale.
Yeah, I go. I hate being this person.
You're new to this, aren't you?
I never have to be who I'm not always am. You understand what I mean?
Nope, not really. I'm always me. And Ronnie goes down under and starts grabbing a barrel. It's like, all right, you guys wait until you hear the explosions go off. Don't come up until then.
And and then the strike comes in and says, make sure you veer left. Don't go right. Go left. We're going to have to go around. Just so we don't get caught.
All right. Ronnie, you start off with Lem, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, they have names on their helmet.
Because they're captains, you know.
Yeah, group captains. And he's got 3 other guys with him. One of them being... actually, no, Cade's with Delrin. I forgot. So, Lem's got 3 other guys with him. Each pair of them have a barrel between them. They've taken off their armor and hidden away their weapons.
Okay, that's
so
what I need.
It's just the keg.
Okay, we're good.
And then you've got a keg of your own. So you got 3 kegs between the lot of you.
All right.
Wouldn't that be a little suspicious that she's carrying a keg by herself?
I mean, a little bit, but she's also a pretty muscle-bound girl, so...
Yep. And Ronnie will, and if anybody questions it, Ronnie will place the barrel down and go, pick it up yourself then.
True that.
So you guys are heading south and east, I assume, towards the more dense part of the docks where all the ships are located?
Correct.
All right. As you guys head down this way, you pass by a rather large contingent of what look like Murad soldiers with a rather pompous-looking officer in a plumed helm who's barking orders at them to line up in neat little formations.
Mm-hmm.
Before they reach the group, Ronnie looks back at Lem and tells him, take the middle ship in the next group of 3.
All right, as you wish.
I'll deal with this group. Go past as soon as I interact with the captain.
Okay. So, Ronnie, are you going for the ships or are you going for the soldiers here?
I'm going for the set of ships in the middle, obviously, in that group where the soldiers are. I'm doing it
Okay.
purposely to grab the captain's attention because I know they're most likely approach me since I'm the only one carrying a barrel when they see the others.
All right. You start heading towards the pier closest to this group of soldiers. Lem is kind of hanging back per your instructions. And as you approach the dock, the officer turns and studies you for a moment, carrying this barrel by yourself towards the docks. He says, "Hey there! Hold up! Where are you going with that barrel, young missy?"
It's your order of alcohol, sir.
"Alcohol? I didn't order any alcohol. You can't be giving soldiers alcohol in a campaign. What's wrong with you?"
Sir, I was told that this ship is supposed to be getting this. I don't know if it's special ordered from someone or not. I'm just following what my job is to do.
Who told you this ship's supposed to get this barrel?
There was a guy who was just over. Where'd he go? And she kind of just starts looking around. Huh. He must have went off to one of the other ships down that way. Barrel-chested fella. Can't miss him.
Take me to him, and then take this wretched barrel of scum back to the warehouse.
As you wish.
All right. So the officer follows you. Which way are you going, left or right?
So I'm gonna, obviously, because I'm not trying to draw attention to limit them, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna come out and go to the right.
To the warehouse, eh?
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
straight to the warehouse.
And as you guys
the plan.
head off to the right, Lem is going to slip in quietly behind you guys
Yep.
to the ships where you were originally heading. Yeah, a minute here to wrangle you guys.
Yep.
Folks who have watched this channel before know that my computer struggles a little bit with these interactive maps, so it takes me a moment to wrangle everybody. Noel, Stryker, what are you guys doing while all this is going on?
Like, no, you want to carry a barrel?
Yeah. Can we get like a little wagon? No, because we don't want to be obvious. Want to like look natural and just roll it.
I bet that if you went to one of the warehouses nearby, you might be able to find yourself a cart or a little wheelbarrow or something.
Yeah, let's go find something like that.
All right, me and you are strong as hell. You want to get a wagon?
Hey man, we have to look natural. Just carrying this big. I don't know. Then again, we could just mark the barrel as something else. I don't know, like some good wine or something, or something.
It's just a plain barrel.
Okay. All right. I guess so. All right. Let's go.
You're gonna just pick the barrels up instead? I mean, what are you doing here?
I just say we pick it up and start walking, but it's up to us to know.
So just look natural.
Yeah,
just carry the barrel
just carrying the barrel.
All
All
right.
right.
All right. I guess we can do that.
Are you taking one barrel apiece? There are only 2 barrels left.
Yeah, one barrel piece.
All right. Each of you is rolling me a 12 side for strength.
Okay.
Now he's trying to break my back.
Please don't mess this up. Ooh, I got a 12.
Yo, you too? I got a 12 too.
Are you serious?
Oh, damn.
Well, really, damn. Holy smokes. All right.
That was when you rolled it together, man.
Noel and Stryker, you guys both heft up these barrels, and they are heavy, and it is a struggle to pick them up, but you do manage it. Y'all are still in your armor, though, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, me, I got my,
your little cape around you, yeah.
Yeah. So it just looks like a regular cape on me.
All right. Well,
since the barrel's in front of me, it's kind of hiding everything else.
You guys head off, and once you get off of the ship,
I mean, you ain't gotta take us with you right now if you don't want your computer to go. Does not compute.
Where are you guys going?
Look. So we saw them walking that way. We're gonna follow right behind them.
Are you sure
right.
behind them? Or we're not gonna splinter off? No.
Oh, we're gonna splinter off in a second.
Oh, okay.
No.
Actually, for this, I just need to do this. Oh, probably help if I do that. So you're just following in behind, eh?
I fall behind, and as I see who went down?
It was
Lem.
Lim. So as soon as I see Lim walk down that way, and I go past the guards, I just want to get close enough to see Ronnie go up
Ronnie
that.
is no longer in sight.
No longer in sight. All right. So I go past him. I go 1, 2, 3. So we're skipping every 3, right? All right. So 1, 2, and I want to get at least about a third one. So
Like here.
Yep, like that
All right.
Mm.
All right. Noel, what about you? You're up here. Lem's going down this pier to a whole bunch of ships docked right along this dock. There's 2 more docks that Stryker bypassed, and now he's on a third one. There's a whole bunch of ships down there.
Can you zoom out about a little bit?
I don't have the whole set of the piers down here, but
Okay.
what I can do is show you, like, this is the full city version, right? So you guys are parked, like, up here on this pier, and then Lem, if I'm lining this up correctly, is here on this pier. Stryker is here on this pier. One of these 2, anyway.
Yeah, one of those 2.
Ronnie is right about here.
So I'm on the other one.
So you're over here.
Yep, that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm pointing at the thing like you can see me pointing.
Yeah. I'm in like, okay, I'll go to like opposite where you guys going, like the other way.
You're going over this way?
Yeah, there.
Okay. All right. Bring up the interactive map. So you're gonna go basically down this one or this one?
Yeah, correct. The not the one right next to me. The one
this one up here.
Yes.
All right. So you're going down this one to lay your keg. All right. Ronnie, about this time, you get to the warehouse area, and the officer's looking around with a sneer on his face. Well, where is this fella?
Quick perception check just to see if there's anyone else around inside this place.
Sure, give me a 12 side.
Oh my god. 12s in a row, baby.
Wow. Y'all are really gonna pay for this later.
Yeah, no, right? The luck distribution, like the universe that says
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're like the guy in the casino who won a whole bunch of money, but he got too greedy and lost everything he made.
Basically.
Oh yeah. Something's gonna hit the fan. There are a bunch of porters just sort of like streaming in and out of various warehouses, probably moving supplies onto these warships that are at the docks. Men of every shape and size and color. Some of them with crates or barrels, some of them rushing back to get crates or barrels, some of them with carts. It's not exactly like packed, but it is busy.
Ronnie's just gonna walk further in to try to see if she can find like a corner where she can like put the barrel down at. That's away from eyes, essentially.
Well, you could go down one of the little alleyways between warehouses, but you still got that officer wondering where this guy giving you instructions is. He might not like that.
I'm trying to think how I want to do this.
You better think fast. That officer's getting impatient, tapping his foot.
So Ronnie's gonna walk into the warehouse that's just right there at that top left. That's just barely outside of the field of vision. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
And
all right.
She's hoping that the place is empty when she goes in there.
Roll 100 side.
Oh, thank goodness. 36.
36. We'll say that the warehouse is empty when you go inside, although that soldier follows right on your heels.
Perfect.
And he's getting really disgruntled at this point. And you can see his hand resting on his sword hilt. I'm trying to remember what this guy has. Give me a second here. This particular officer. Where are you? I have you here somewhere. There you are. Actually has a battle axe on one hip and a long sword on the other. A battle axe is like your two-handed axe, but with a short, sort of like half hilt.
Right. I'm familiar.
Mm-hmm.
So Ronnie, as she's carrying the barrel and kind of looking back at this guy, sizing him up, looking is like, oh, he obviously doesn't know how to properly use that thing. Perfect.
Okay.
So
he follows you in, and he's like, now look, lady, I don't have time for this. You better show me where this guy is, or I'm going to put the hurt on you, likes which you'll never forget.
She looks back at him. Calm down. You told me to take this to the warehouse first. I'm following your order.
Take me to the guy who gave you instructions first, you dumb bitch.
And Ronnie just kind of moves further into the warehouse to place the barrel down.
We'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Keep fighting with the computer.
Yeah, that. I can see. Just to make sure that he's out of the.
So he follows you in. He follows you in. You guys appear to be alone in this warehouse, which appears to be full of crates and barrels of various sizes.
Okay. How close is he?
A couple paces away. Not quite in melee range, but close enough that a couple steps would have you there.
So Ronnie places the barrel about dead center in between like two large crates.
Mm-hmm.
And then walks over to him and goes, well, are you ready?
I've been ready for the last 10 minutes, damn it. Where is he?
Oh, that. Yeah, about that. And Ronnie quickly grabs him by his shoulders, knees him to wind him.
All right. Give me a 20 side with disadvantage because the officer is wearing full plate armor.
Okay, so the first one was an 11, the second one was a 13.
Okay, so we take the 11 plus your 7, which it makes an 18.
Yep.
You grab him by the shoulders and you drive your knee into his gut, and you meet solid plate, overlapping plates, and your knee comes away bruised and aching. And the
I'm not wearing full cover armor
you.
now too. So would it be?
Did you have what?
That was the full cover.
Oh yeah, it was dragon plate. So
yeah.
your knee isn't aching. We'll take that back. You drive your knee into him, and it connects with plate. Your knee doesn't get injured in the process, but neither does he get winded. And he just looks down at you, and he frowns for a moment, and then it turns to a grin. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy beating the shit out of you.
Me too, sweetheart. And Ronnie's gonna quickly grab hand axe and swing to neck.
Okay, all right. Well, you've already made your attack for this,
I know.
So
roll for initiative.
His turn next. Roll for your initiative, but he is going to get the next round anyhow.
You can have it, but I rolled 19.
19.
Wow, you rolled good.
Where are you? Striker.
Yep.
You have made it down onto the pier here, and there's about 15 vessels that are all moored along this very large dock. There are porters going to and fro on all of the vessels, and none of them really appear to be getting bothered or checked by anybody. What are you doing?
I find, I guess I'll say one of the, nicer ships that look like that's definitely going to be where they pretty much pack themselves on. There's going to be more people on, I should say. That will probably make a better explosion.
Give me a 12 side.
12 side coming up. That is a 6.
6. You look around, and I mean, all the ships seem to have a pretty sizable amount of activity, but there is one that it's not a war galley. It looks like maybe a troop transport or something. It's broad and fat, and there are a fair number of people on board, and also quite a lot of crates on board. Might be a tasty target.
I go, huh? Okay, yeah. I say, he said this ship, that ship right there. Okay, I just start walking the barrel over, like, damn. All right, go. Excuse me. Go. Set it down. Go, all right, back to get some more stuff. Real quick, just rush off, like,
All right, you manage to get up, drop your barrel, and get back off, and nobody pays you any mind at all. You're just another porter getting the ships ready.
And I start walking towards pretty much where Ronnie's at, just to, do a little scoping around.
All right. As you're walking down, give me a second here. A couple of the porters go, "Oh, what's that stench? Hey, you! Did you fall in a vat of tar or something?"
And we hit some choppy waters and kind of, as you can tell, yeah.
Oh, bloke, you should go and wash that out in the harbour. One of the officers gonna switch you for it if he catches wind of you.
Hey, which way is that? That way?
And they just point to the water, like right there.
Oh, you mean that water? Oh, I thought you mean. Oh, okay, I got you.
What do you think? I ain't got time for you. And he hefts his load and keeps on going.
Yeah, I don't go to the water. I start going towards where Ronnie and then went.
All right, you start heading back this ways. Noel.
Mm-hmm.
The pier that you're on also has a good dozen or so ships parked various places. Some of these heavy war galleys, others look like small sloops, kind of like the ship you came in on. Where are you planting your bomb?
Can I roll for perception?
Sure. What are you percepting for?
I don't want to hurt anybody. I'll try to find some place that's not suspicious or have like many people or any people.
So, like a cargo ship, pretty much.
Give me a 12 side.
I roll a 1 and it's a daycare.
A little orphanage on the water. Yeah.
I got 11.
11. Okay, you're safe from blowing up innocent kids. At least for now.
Dang it.
There is a rather hulking behemoth of a cargo vessel at the very end of the pier, and a large stack of crates and barrels still sitting on the dock waiting to be loaded. There are still people on the ship, but it looks like a skeleton crew at the moment, probably half a dozen people or less.
Okay, oh man, what's my cover? I try to like blend the barrel in with everything else, make sure no one's watching me.
Give me a 12 side for stealth. This will be.
I think all my luck is taken, man. Oh.
We'll call this a charisma check because you're trying to look inconspicuous.
What's his charisma again?
Yes. Oh, I got a 10. Oh,
a 10.
30-12. I'll take it.
30-12. It works. You manage to saunter up and place this barrel with the other pile of barrels and crates waiting to be loaded onto this ship. And with a little bit of arranging, it blends right in with the rest. Nobody really gives you the time of day as you're doing this. You're just another porter bringing stuff in. So that task completed. Where are you going now?
I tell the skeleton crew, "Hey man, what you guys doing for the rest of your shift?"
Well, we've got to organize this cargo and set it below, and then we're expecting the porters to wrap up with piers 5 and 6 and come over and help load the rest of this shit. And they gesture to the pile on the dock. Thanks for adding to it, by the way.
Hey, here's a goal. Hey, you guys, why don't you guys have some fun or something? You could do this later.
I'll kind of glance around. Are you high or something? Our shift lasts for another 3 or 4 hours.
Oh, come on. The boss know.
And they glance at each other and roll a 12 side for persuasion.
Oh, man.
This is another charisma check.
Okay, don't roll shitty. 11. Let's go. We roll high rolls.
Damn. All right. A couple of them, they exchange glances, and the one says, I mean, he ain't wrong. It is going to be at least an hour yet before those porters get finished with 5 and 6. We could probably pop by a local tavern for a drink. Be back here before anybody noticed we were gone.
All right, -1 gold from my stock. I'm 280 now.
Okay. Oh, hey. Thanks. Hey, you gonna come and drink with us?
I'll join you guys later. Just have fun.
All right. Hey, thanks. It's just generous of you, you know? This is hard work, and I know porters don't get paid all that well.
I mean, we just finished shipping we just finished, like, sailing here in 3 days, and it's just seeing you guys work, man. It's just made me feel bad.
Well, thank you. You know, you're awful nice fella. I appreciate that. Hey, we're going to be at the Bee and Barb, which is, just down the street here. Make a left, and you can't miss it. Great big sign. Huge crowd, right? All the sailors go to the Bee and Barb. And hey, catch us when you get down there, and we'll buy you around. Hey.
Oh yeah. I appreciate it, man. I hope you guys have fun.
Yeah, well, little time. We can't have too much fun. Gotta stay sober for when the boss gets back. But yeah.
Sure. Hey, man, you guys have time. That like the darnest good hour you ever had in a while.
Well, come on now. I mean, 1 gold ain't gonna do that. But we appreciate the sentiment. All right, come on, boys. Let's go. Let's get here. And they start booking it down the pier to make the most out of the hour they've got before the boss comes back. What are you doing?
Okay, I planted the bomb already. Let's see. Let me go back to the ship and give them an update where I put the bomb.
Okay. You're gonna head back to the boat. Come on, computer. There we go. You head back to the boat. Head back up the gangplank. Captain Sharp is sitting on the rail. Actually, no. Let me think about that. Captain Sharp actually would have gone to customs, so he is not actually there.
Nope.
It's just the crew and the deckhands that are still on the ship.
Yeah, and everybody else would be under deck,
down below.
So you put the next person in charge, what you would tell.
Yeah, the first mate.
Yep.
First mate, so that way he can go down and tell everybody else what's going on.
Well, Noel, you heading down below to tell him yourself? You leaving the message with the first mate? What you doing?
I'm gonna go tell him myself. I guess brain fart. What's the word? Oh my goodness.
You can do it.
Coordinate.
Yeah, coordinate together.
All right, you head down
I was
below.
just guessing.
And Burke greets you at the ladder well. Well, how's it going?
Oh, mission success.
I didn't hear anything. I take it that means you planted but didn't set them off yet.
Not yet. We wanted a coordinated explosion.
So
plus all the whole crew went out, left for an hour to go get wasted. It'd probably be longer than an hour because there'll be some liquor in their system. But I didn't want to blow it up, and I wanted something a little coordinated.
I see. Speaking of which, how are you planning on setting these things off?
How do you think? Wait, do these things have string on them? Like a string to
Not that you saw. They're just barrels.
Oh dang. Let me go back and set that up.
And Burke just, oh god. And Etana closes her eyes and puts a hand over her face. This is already going so swimmingly.
And there's
So
no
no,
sarcasm in voice at all.
Oh, none whatsoever. Did you leave the boat and head back to the cargo ship to see about setting up the detonation somehow or other? Ronnie, the officer that you tried to take out quickly draws his battle axe and then very quickly begins trying to cleave into you. You're actually a little bit surprised by his speed. Unfortunately for him, you're faster. And as he draws and tries to swing at you, you're able to step nimbly aside. It is now your move.
On his next swing around, I just grab his arm. After like watching Noel do this 1,000 times now, I just guide his shot and bring the battle axe to his neck.
It's going to be an interesting try. Give me a dex roll. 12 side for dex.
Okay, so that is a 7. What is my 2, right? 2?
Yeah, so you get a 9 total. You manage to off-balance him a little bit, but not enough that the axe comes around full circle and he somehow cuts his own head off. That move would have been made awkward anyway by the fact that he's wearing the full plate armor and he doesn't have the flexibility that an unarmored individual might have. His arms just won't bend around that way.
That's fine. If he's off balance, that's more than enough for me. So now that he's off balance, Ronnie's gonna kind of like when he goes off balance, like how does he go exactly?
I mean, it just makes him stumble forward a little bit.
Oh, just forward?
So
did he go
he's got his
past me?
back turned to you for the moment.
Okay. Ronnie is going to hand axe to throat and slice.
Okay, so you like moved him, and now you're reaching for the hand axe to pull out, and you're throwing it?
How far past me did he go?
A couple steps. You said
So
throw and slice. So are you throwing it, or are you like cleaving into it?
When I met his throat.
His throat's away from you. You'd have to run around in front of him to get his throat.
Really? I couldn't just reach around and with the hand axe?
I mean, he's taller than you are. Remember, you're short. Ronnie's short.
Yeah,
how much taller than me is this guy?
Like a foot.
Oh, see, I didn't have that information before. Okay. New plan. Ronnie is going to grab the her new axe. She's going to grab Regios.
Okay.
And she's going straight for this guy's legs.
All right. Give me a 20 side.
Oh my God! Yeah, 20!
Wow. All right.
The game wants this guy dead. Let's go.
Everybody's rolls are so good. Yeah.
This part of the mission is important. It can't fail.
So that's a D12 plus 8 damage. So roll your D12.
I'm so scared now.
I am too a little bit.
I'm so scared.
That's 2 of them, right? 2 D12s?
Is it 2?
According to what I have here, yeah. 2.
I'll take your word for it. Oh, you're using Regios' Raft. That's why I've got the old one still listed for you. That's that one. Yes, that is 2d12 plus 8 total.
Oh my God, the first one's a nat 12.
Seriously?
Dead ass.
All right, so 20 damage right off the bat.
And the second one's a 3, but whatever. The nat 12 at the beginning.
I didn't tell you to roll with advantage on that, so
that's.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's 2 12.
I'm an idiot. It's 2 d12s.
Yeah.
So 23 damage. 23 damage right off the bat. You haul back and cleave in, and it bites through his plate mail, although with some resistance, you note, but probably better than an ordinary steel blade would have done. And he staggers and goes down to one knee for a moment and stays there for just a moment. And then with an effort, obvious effort, hand on one knee, pulls himself back to his feet, turns around. There's blood streaming down the back of both legs. But apparently you didn't cut deep enough to hamstring him. He is still able to walk. And now there's murder in his eyes. I'm gonna kill you for that.
Hey, you're the one who called me a bitch. I'm just being what you want me to be.
I mean, she's got a point. She's got a point. Stryker, you're now sauntering down the little boulevard between warehouses where you caught a glimpse of where Ronnie had disappeared to, although there's no sign of her at this point.
Do I hear any weird noises around me?
Give me a 12 side.
12 side coming up. That is a 2.
Nope, you don't hear anything unusual.
Okay. So I start just, checking warehouses, just looking around. As soon as I walk in, start checking. Okay,
right.
see what's in. So I'm gonna go to the first one on my right and just look in there real quick. I go all the way and just peek my head in and go, okay, nah. And I go to the one across. Okay. Then I move up to the one where Ronnie's at.
All right. Let's see. Give me another 12 side for perception.
You said what?
12 for
12
perception.
side for perception.
12 side for perception.
Because the scale of the buildings here is not very good. These are huge warehouses. Okay. And so when you step in, you have to more than just poke your head in to get an idea whether there's actually anybody inside them.
Okay, so that was a 5.
A 5, okay. You do the rounds, hit the one on your right, bottom right, then top right, and then come around to the top left here. As soon as you poke your head in the door in the top left one, you don't see anybody in the immediate vicinity. You might be able to hear some vague shuffling deeper into the warehouse, but you don't see anything right now.
I go, I said, if I hear people in here, they must have something important. Me being Stryker goes nosiness. I go in a little bit further.
All right. You walk in a little bit further, and rounding a stack of crates, you come across the scene with Ronnie squaring off with this Marad officer who is standing in a pool of blood.
I don't fully poke my head out just yet. I go, oh, ooh. I said, will I look like a hero if I just come in and cut that dude's head off? Or will she hate me forever? I just go, I'll just wait and just in case. So I sit back. I do pull out one of my arrows and I just hold my bow and just sit right. Oh, wait, I don't have my stuff on me. Dang.
No, you don't. You put everything away.
But on there, I think I still have I should probably still have my dagger on me.
You would have been able to conceal that.
Yeah, I still got my dragon dagger. I said I kept, because my 2 short swords. Yeah, I'm a merchant. I walk around 2 short swords on me. I mean, I could use it for self-defense.
Ronnie somehow managed to conceal her
little axe,
giant axe, which I'm a little skeptical about, but I'm allow it.
I mean, she's carrying a barrel by herself.
Don't know exactly where she would have hidden it, but maybe in the cleavage or something. I don't know.
You know what?
Just nobody paid attention to the fact that she was carrying a weapon. They were just more impressed by her walking around with a barrel.
Yeah,
who's this little short thing? How is she carrying that big barrel? Nobody questioned it.
I mean, I got 2 short swords, so I can walk around my 2 short swords because the cloak is covering it up.
You might have been able to do that, yeah.
Yeah, so I got my 2 short swords. I got my hands ready just in case. I'm just watching this unfold.
Well, Ronnie, the Marad officer stumbles forward, clearly hampered by the deep cuts on his legs, and takes another swing at you. This time he connects, but only just barely on a shoulder, and it just glances off of the steel.
Oh, he rolled 20.
Less than that. A little bit less than that.
Oh, well then. Ronnie just kind of looks down at him. Oh, let Mama help you out. And Ronnie raises the axe and goes for the headshot.
All right, give me a 20 side.
Okay, so that one was a 12. That's plus 7, right? So that's 19.
19. You raise your battle axe to deliver the finishing blow, and the officer twists to present his gorget to the blow just as the axe blade comes down, and the axe blade pings loudly off of the steel. No damage.
Ronnie smiles. Oh, you really are a fighter.
Using the momentum of the turn and the glancing blow from your axe, he whips around suddenly with his own battle axe in hand, and that's a 25 to hit, which I believe does.
Yep.
That's, where's that? D8.
I'd ask what his modifier is, but I know you won't tell me.
It's decent. It's not the same as Ronnie's, but it's decent.
I mean, he got a 25. That's beyond, a little beyond decent.
And that's 11 points of damage.
Mm.
This isn't over.
All right. It is now your go, Ron. Actually, no, Stryker, I'll give you an opportunity to interject here if you want it.
I go, ooh, that's gonna make her mad. And I look at him like, which way? So there is Ronnie's back towards me, or is the other guy's back towards me?
We'll say at the moment the Murad officer's back is to you.
Okay, so he doesn't see me. I go, I'm bored. I pull my two swords out, and I just step on the crate, leap off, and just slice right down his back.
I would have made you just do a 20 side if you were just walking up to him, but since you had to leap off the crate, first give me a 12 side for Dex.
That's what you get for wanting to be flashy.
On your face.
Okay,
Good
I
luck,
got an
man.
8 plus
An
3.
8. Okay, that's good enough. Give me the 20 side with advantage then.
Right.
Since you're attacking from above effectively.
Damn, they both were sucky rolls. The first one was a 1, and then I got a 5. So somebody taking all the luck over there.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
You leap off of this crate and go, with your dual swords, and they just, like nails on the chalkboard, scrape across his armor. He staggers a little bit, surprised at the sudden attack from nowhere, and whips his head around. What the hell? Where'd you come from?
Haha.
Ronnie
Distraction.
just raises an eyebrow.
Distraction.
Ineffective.
It is your go, Ronnie.
Distraction.
Ronnie just raises an eyebrow at Stryker and then shakes her head. And then she goes right into the back of this guy's head.
All right, give me another 20 side, although this time I'll give you advantage because he is distracted by Stryker.
Distraction.
Okay, so the first one was 11, the second one was 16 with a plus 7. That's
21?
Yeah. So
You swing your axe, but again, he hunches forward as your attack comes, and your axe slides off of his gorget with a loud screech. It leaves a track in the armor where the blade struck, but it doesn't penetrate.
now I'm curious to know what this guy's AC is.
Right?
Higher than yours.
Clearly.
Noel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but no, pal, you've been waiting very patiently.
Mm-hmm.
You get back to the cargo ship, which mercifully is still unattended,
Mm-hmm.
and are able to sidle up to the barrel that you left at the stack at the end of the pier. What are you doing?
Okay. I use my dagger and make a little like hole, and I take a bunch of gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
And I make a gunpowder trail where I can light it up, and it'll just.
Okay. How far are you making the trail? Because there are like 8 or 9 other ships parked on this pier.
I'm gonna make it all the way back to the ship.
All right. Give me a 12 side for stealth.
Wait, to the ship?
No.
I'll say all you need is
Oh
just
no, I failed. My luck is gone. I got a 2.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is the part of the show you came to see
Oh,
when
no,
the whole
part-
thing goes to shit.
Thanks,
no.
no, thanks.
all you needed was a good enough foot or something, just enough for you to
No,
light
he's
it and
picked
run.
the wrong thing to do in the first place. Just no.
You scoop up a handful of the black powder as it's pouring out of the barrel here, and you
sorry.
start laying your trail down the pier. You get about 3 feet, and you run out of powder in your hand. So you have to go back to the barrel and gather up some more. Go another 3 feet. Go back to the barrel, gather up some more.
Okay.
Another 3 feet. And as you're like working your way down the pier, a bunch of the porters just sort of stop what they're doing and watch you as you're back and forth, laying out this powder. And at one point, a dockmaster catches sight of you. He tilts his head and walks up to you as you're laying out another 3-foot segment. He's like, "Oi, you there! What are you doing?
I'm blessing the docks.
Blessing the docks?
Yeah, well, this ritual black powder.
What are you? Give me a 12 side for deception."
You see how creative I am? You see
I love it, man. I love it.
Oh my god. I got a 3.
Blessing the docks? What? Wait a minute. Did you say black powder?
No, I said blessing the docks.
Oh gods! Oh god! Gods! Gods!
I panic and I light the powder.
Give me 100 side to see if you manage to light the powder before the guards get there.
Oh boy. Look at Serge. She's like
The minute he said he was going to do the whole, I'm going to make a trail, it's like, no, don't do it. Please be joking.
Oh, let's go! I rolled good with that one. 15. I got a 15.
Well, at least he gets that part right.
The guards start running towards this pier where you are, and you get out one of your daggers. And do you even have a flint and tinder?
I don't think I do.
Was he striking it off his freaking
you're gonna have
bracers
to
or
use
something?
like your scimitar or something. Scimitar and dagger frantically chipping at him, and they make enough of a spray of sparks at one point that it does catch the black powder, which suddenly goes woof in a great firecracker and starts sizzling much faster than you would have expected down the pier towards the cargo ship.
I start running.
You've got about like 5, maybe 10 seconds to get out of there. So give me a 12 side for Dex to see if you can make the end of the pier before this thing goes up.
Oh no!
This is how No died, ladies and gentlemen.
this is an episode of Looney Tunes. Okay.
This is what happens when you give Noel black powder.
I got a 9.
9. All right. You start booking it down the pier. You see porters like leaping off of the dock into the water. People running for their lives. There's shouts and screams, all kinds of pandemonium. The guards get to the end of the pier just as you get to the end of the pier. And that's when the black powder goes off. There's this tremendous boom! And the whole area like shakes. The pressure wave knocks you all flat. And you can feel like pieces of wood and stuff raining down on your back, Noel. Luckily for you, all the guards are flattened as well. Roll a 12 side to see if you're able to stand up and get out of there before they do.
You say 12?
Yes, 12.
12 side for Dex.
Oh, we see some
Good.
action. There's some action. Oh, I got 11. I'm rolling good again.
Oh yeah. You leap back to your feet, perhaps because you knew what was coming, and you start picking it back up the pier while the guards are still like brushing themselves off and going, "Holy shit, what was that?" And glancing back, Noel, you see that the entire pier that you were on is now on fire.
Oh, there's the distraction.
I guess it's Lim's turn now. Hopefully, Lim
Ronnie
does a
and-
better job.
And Sticker, you guys in the warehouse, still squaring off with this guy, hear a muffled boom outside that actually shakes the building a little bit, and some dust falls from the rafters. The Murad officer, however, doesn't seem to notice. He's completely fixated on you guys. And he's going to swing at Stryker this time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 21 to hit. But you got a 21 AC, and we all favor the AC. So he lunges forward with his battle axe
and I just go
slams into you. Yeah, flip the cape forward, and it strikes the dragon feather, slides off as if the cape was covered in oil. And it actually slides off so forcefully that it drives into the wooden floor of the warehouse. And the guy stumbles a bit and looks up at you in surprise. What the hell's that made of?
So he looks up at me. It's my turn, right?
It is your turn now.
So he looks up. Does he have an opening right here?
A little bit, yeah. There's a little space between the door.
I'm going to try to go for it. I'm just going to take the sword and go straight up.
I will say, since you kind of grounded his weapon and he's looked up, I'll give you advantage on this attack roll.
20?
Mm-hmm.
One Striker, you got to hit.
Come on, baby. Why is it when it comes to people, I can never kill them? I don't understand.
You rolled all your luck out of the dice at practice, you fool.
What did you roll?
The first one was a 1 and the second one was a 2.
Oh my God.
You suck. He whiffed all together. He went,
I gotta see
he
something.
went and went over the guy's shoulder.
Okay, the next one I did was a 6. So either way, I still would have.
Well, you try to stab him with your swords, your steely knives, but again, he manages to step out of the way, and you just glance off of his plate mail. At this point, Ronnie, his back is to you, but he's turning in your direction, probably to do a backhanded wide swing with his axe. You've only got a second to react here.
Ronnie is going to go, instead of for this guy's neck, she's aiming for the hand with the axe in it.
Dicey, but all right. Give us a 20.
Ooh, 17.
17. That's 24 total. Yes, that's sufficient. You roll for damage. 2d12 plus 8.
First one is 7. The second one is a 12, baby.
How do you want to do this?
So, as he's coming around with the axe, Ronnie slightly steps with his turn and just straight down, cleaving off right from here in his forearm, straight down.
He turns, and suddenly his hand isn't there. The hand with the axe still in it starts spinning off to the side past Ronnie. Big spray of blood everywhere. And he finishes his spin and then blinks a couple times in shock and looks at the stump of his arm and then looks at the axe on the floor 20 paces away now. Back to the stump of his arm. And then back to you, Ronnie. He's like, you bitch.
And Ronnie smiles and says, I know, and cocks back for the headshot again.
I'm just giving it to you. And you haul back as he just stands there dumbly and split his helmet clean in half. And the head with it.
And I go, shouldn't have called her a bitch.
Talking from experience, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
Ronnie walks over to you. Next time, if you're going to jump and stab someone, actually hit mark. Now, fire one of your special magic arrows and blow this thing up. And then she just kind of walks over. And the guy was wearing a cape, right?
The officer?
Yeah.
A small one, yeah.
Yeah, she takes his cape and then starts wiping the blood off of her and her axe.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why don't we just set that on fire and run?
Fine. And she walks over and she kind of takes like the guy's sword off the ground and pokes a hole in the top of the barrel, takes the now cloth of a cape and stuffs it in and goes, "You got any flint?"
And I go,
Never mind. This guy's arm will do. She picks up his arm, takes the hand axe and starts.
After a few tries, you're able to make some sparks. It takes multiple tries to get sparks hot enough that they'll actually catch what's left of this cape. And the blood you just wiped off has a quenching effect. So it takes a little bit of coaxing to get it going, but after a few minutes, you manage it.
And Ronnie
about this time, you hear a second boom outside that shakes the building, and dust falls from the rafters.
And Ronnie looks at Striker's like, "It's time to go." And immediately starts gunning it for the door.
She already realized that I already started running.
You guys run for the door as the cape starts to catch and starts to smoke and smolder and burn. Oh my. You guys run out of the warehouse and manage to get to outside the outer wall. And that's when you hear another tremendous kaboom behind you. The pressure wave isn't quite enough to knock you guys off of your feet, but it does stagger both of you. And you can feel little bits of debris raining down on you from above. And if one of you would happen to glance back, you'd see a pretty large column of acrid black smoke starting to rise from the area you just left.
Ronnie looks at Stryker. "Make sure the last one gets set off. Meanwhile, I have to do this now." And she suddenly starts calling out, "Fire! Fire in the house!" And then she looks back at Stryker. "Go, go!"
And I go towards the other barrel that I planted.
All right. Stryker, you start heading back towards the barrel you planted. Ronnie, you can see Lem amidst the pandemonium, just sort of casually walking with his extra buddies away from his pier. He catches sight of you briefly and gives you a quick smile, and then starts walking very nonchalantly.
I shoot him a wink and continue yelling out, "Fire! Fire in the warehouse!"
And let's see here. At this point, a whole bunch more soldiers start pouring in. Some of them grabbing buckets of water. Some of them grabbing people, milling about, trying to figure out what's going on. Most of them run right past you. Some of them go up towards the warehouses. It's complete and utter pandemonium. Let's actually do this. These four. Striker, you managed to get back to the ship where you planted your barrel. People are running all over the place. There are folks grabbing buckets from every ship that isn't on fire to carry to the ships that are on fire. And you notice now that there are quite a lot of ships on fire.
Yeah. I look around for anything I can use to help set this other barrel off.
Give me a 12 side for perception.
Coming up. That is, of course, a 12. Fucking motherfucker.
I'm telling you, the gods do not smile upon you when you're actually trying for fighting.
Oh, God.
The gods do not like you.
Just a comic relief here. That's all I am. I can never play.
While he's doing that, Ronnie is going to use one of the 2 health potions that she has in that health kit.
Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly, that was 1d4 per potion of healing.
Yeah, I'm just going to use one though. So.
Okay. Striker, you see a barrel of fish hooks and a couple lobster traps and things of that nature. And there's what looks like an iron anchor nearby, but that's probably too heavy to carry over to the barrel and might be a little bit suspicious. There is a whole bunch of sailcloth It's sort of in a pile.
And I go, huh?
And there's some rope.
Did somebody say rope? So just to not look really suspicious, I go, all right, grab some rope. I said, bucket. I need some buckets. So I run around and I plant the rope and kind of hold it a little bit, let it run towards me. I go, hey, any buckets around here? No. I go, ain't nobody around. Poke a hole in the thing, put the rope in just far enough, and I then go to the end and start. Take my 2 short swords and just clink.
All right.
Wait, if it's rope, if it's thick rope, it's not gonna go through really fast though.
It doesn't need to be fast.
Oh right, yeah, you need time to get away. Oh, yeah.
Damn right I did.
Give me a 12 side for stealth. This will be a dex check to see if anybody notices that you're trying to start another fire rather than extinguish.
All right, roll big, buddy.
12.
Roll big. Oh yes, there you go.
Seriously?
No, screw this. I'm getting pissed off right now.
Well, we've made the assertion that you are terrible in combat, but you are amazing when it comes to everything else.
Evidently, yes. You
strike
your swords together, and you're able to get a spark glowing to a hot coal that starts burning through the rope. Actually, very slowly. It looks like it might take a couple minutes for it to get to the barrel at this rate.
I just need enough to get away and start heading towards the ship.
All right, you leave the rope to smolder and start running back up. Meet up with Ronnie in the middle on your way back.
Ronnie, we need to start heading towards. We gotta go.
And Ronnie just starts casually following off.
All right. You guys briskly walk, if not necessarily run, through the pandemonium as people are running around fetching buckets of water or trying to save supplies or hauling burned men out of the area. The conflagration has spread across multiple piers now. There are probably 24 ships ablaze, and the flames are progressing. Thankfully for you, it appears that the wind is driving the fire eastward, away from your own boat, rather than westward towards your boat. But the winds are fickle. You never know. It could change between now and whenever you're finished.
So while that's happening, just like I kind of start looking around, making sure like, okay, that's the sort of thing I'm looking around for, seeing where soldiers are placed and everything.
Well, pretty much all the soldiers around the dock area are rushing forward to combat this fire, leaving a number of alleyways and boulevards wide open and unguarded.
Ronnie is actually going to dip into an alleyway momentarily.
All right. Stryker, are you sticking with her, or are you heading straight back to the ship?
I actually let her go that way just so I can tell everybody be prepared.
All right. You're going to continue on towards the ship. Ronnie, you, if my computer will allow, step into this little boulevard here.
All right. So, and remembering that I have like 10 gauze inside this thing too. So I'm going to use one healing potion in one of the gauzes. I don't know what healing property on gauze is.
I didn't hear what you rolled for the healing potion.
The healing potion was 2. I didn't want to interrupt, so.
Okay, 11 total should be your current hit points then.
Okay.
Right?
Is that plus the gauze?
9. Oh no, sorry. The gauze will add 1 more, so that'll make 12.
All right. And Ronnie, after patching herself up, she kind of tries to like walk out, and she kind of holds her side like maybe she got caught or hurt by something. Just kind of, and starts moving towards the ship.
Oh, you're okay. You're heading that way.
Yeah.
Roger. So you start limping back towards the ship, which puts you significantly behind Stryker. Stryker, you get back to the ship first. At this point, Burke has come up on deck, although he's keeping low below the railing so people glancing at the ship won't see anything. Lem has also gotten back by this point, along with Noel.
So nice. I get back and I say, okay, the last barrel has been set, and that one explodes. Hopefully, I say, Burke, you see the group right there? Hopefully they'll start twinning off some more and go that way. We should be able to sneak on past.
Burke, peering over the railing, is thinking, I'm betting we could go now. They look to be pretty preoccupied, and if there's another explosion while we're on our way, that can only be to our betterment.
So why don't we send the first party then?
All right, which way are they going?
You're leading them, not me.
And Burke just sort of gives a smirk. All right, let's get this over with. And Atana comes topside along with the rest of the soldiers. And Burke and Atana, yeah, they're all going to start marching northward off of the pier and towards a small entrance that they spied earlier.
By this time, when they're getting off the ship, how close is Ronnie to the ship?
Not quite there yet, but getting close.
Okay, so that means Ronnie's going to miss these guys leaving.
Yeah, Burke's group. Stryker and Noel, as you guys watch Burke, Delrin's group with Cade and Atana heading northward, taking one of the groups of assassins with them. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to go back off and start heading back towards that one alley that Ronnie stepped into.
Okay.
I
meant to there. So you're going to head back in the direction that Ronnie went. Noel, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stay with Burke. See what he thinks.
All right, you're going with Burke. We got the powerhouse team up here. Let's see. I think Lem is going to want to pair back up with Ronnie since they've got some history. Oop. Help if I hit the right thing here.
Maybe just a little bit.
And Hal, a little bit reluctantly, is going to stick with Stryker, and Kurt's going to fall in behind.
I was going to say, Hal, you want to come with me, buddy?
I don't know that I do, Stryker, but I guess we better go. Let's put them here. All right. We're splitting the party. Nothing bad ever came of splitting the party.
Nope.
I believe there's a game called Don't Split the Party, but what are you going to do?
So, Ronnie, you're about halfway back to the ship when Stryker and his group actually meet you. Help if I have this selected correctly.
No, I never want to go with anybody. I'm always a solo player.
And these soldiers here, they're actually further down the docks. So let me divide them up a little bit. These guys are like down here. And these guys are going the other way. So like they don't notice a whole bunch of Uruk soldiers marching right past them. They're too busy trying to put out the fires. You guys sneak right on by. So they meet you in the middle. What are you all doing?
So Ronnie looks up and realizes that, we're literally in this thing alone if they're just marching straight out in the open. She just stands up straight, lets go of her side, stops with the limp play. Well then, I guess we should get this party started.
Let's do it. You come with us?
Depends which way we're heading.
The alley that you just came from?
It looks empty mostly, but I'm pretty sure we'll run into a detachment if we go far enough in. Don't forget, they're still fighting fires this way.
I'm pretty sure we can sneak around somewhere.
Well, I guess you take lead.
All right, let's go.
All right. You guys start adventuring off down the pathway here. And gentlemen, that is where we're going to call it for the night.
What? We ran like almost 3 hours. I think we did. Yeah.
We ran exactly 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Oh, we did. Okay, we did hit the 3 hours. That was a fun episode.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
anytime something gets blown up, it's always a good day, right? Like, that's the rule, right? Like, if something explodes, it's a good day.
Mm-hmm. You know, in Dragon Ball Z, when they try to hit the target but it misses, and they're like, "Ha!" and then they look back and there's a big explosion, like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, so you mean that moment in One Punch Man where Saitama pulled his punch, and it was like, "Oh, let's call it here for the day. I'm tired. Ooh, man, I gotta hurry up and make this sale." And then you look behind Nero, and there's like a whole mountain range destroyed for no reason.
Oh no! He did this, then he did that little chummy backhand slap. He's like, "Oh, I'm hungry. Let's go!" And then he got all cheery. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, freaking Saitama, man.
Mm-hmm.
And what was his name? Gino? Was his name whatever? He was trying
Gino,
his damnedest.
Right. I'd say Nero. Gino, yeah. Gino.
Yeah. He was trying his darndest too, and then he was just like playing around.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'll do it this time. Thank y'all for joining us on another episode of Fail PG, where my luck sucks because the only thing I can roll is good stuff when I don't kill people.
Right.
When I try to kill people, I fail. I guess it wouldn't be called Fail PG if we didn't, right? Yeah, you know.
Let's hope that doesn't continue, because I kind of gonna need you to actually start putting in work come next episode.
I know. We'll find out. Oh God, we're gonna die.
We will find out on the next episode.
I rolled really good, a few exceptions today.
That's true. For the most part.
That's because of your white cookies, man.
And then caused the commotion that didn't need to be caused.
I mean, obviously it got the job done, so.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, if you like what you see here, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I mean, if you made it this far, you like us. I'm just saying.
And if you're watching this without watching the rest of the show, what the hell are you doing? Go back and watch the other episodes so you can actually understand what's happening.
They'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
We'll make a filler episode one day.
No.
Right.
Yeah. Filler episodes.
No, you're asking for way too much editing and you don't pay me.
Why do you say that?
Because I know exactly what he's looking for me to do. You don't pay me enough.
Okay.
I am not sitting through all that. That's way too many hours to sit through.
I mean,
no.
We could always do a Fail PG Christmas special. That's never gone wrong for any franchise ever. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us. Make sure you come back next time and watch all the fails happen. Especially Serge, because he fails at the beginning every video that we've done. I think you should have a counter by now of him failing every time he hits play.
I'm sorry, I forgot I was supposed to end the episode. I had to come back.
Yeah, you're the only person who can't walk away because you have to hit the button to stop the episode.
Yeah, so I can walk away. This is everybody.